Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing? This is Cosmic Boogeyman, and we are back with another edition of Weekly Tarot. How you guys doing? As you know, I split this stuff up into the 12 Zodiac signs. Really enjoy it. It helps you guys dial in. You can say, hey, here's my moon, here's my rising, here's my ex, hello, and here's the person I'm interested in. And it really helps you guys see everything from the same tarot reader quick. And don't be afraid to kind of mix and match, because what happens when I read, even for myself, I'm like, oh, I'm going to read for this person, and I'm like, wait, it's mirroring the energy back. So don't be afraid when I'm reading for you guys. Enjoy the energy, kick back. I really do. I try to dial into source when I get in here. I'm going to kick back. I'm going to try to make this something special, a little more special every time. That's my goal. I always try to improve a little bit every time. That's why you guys see the channel. If you haven't been here before, the channel has exploded over the last couple of years, and it's not about the subscriber count. It's about bringing you something that's more spiritually driven every single time. And I'm not trying to be better than any other reader out there. If anything, I'm trying to add to their content. I'm trying to be part of the team, right? Yeah, like we're basically we are a specialist team, right? So you need a little bit of each, and that's what it is. You'll see me come out with this Cosmics Codex, which is my own personal thoughts, and it's really me capturing those moments that I just kind of say, hey, I want to dive deep for a moment. Or even the Beyond the Veil, where I read the cards and ask my AI and say, hey, what about this? What about that? What about happiness? What about our inner child? What about why we carry pain? But this is for you. It's obviously entertainment, but if this resonates, do me a huge favor, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. And as always, I have a link to the natal charts. You guys can click, get your entire natal chart, and then come back if you don't know what it is. If you know your birth time, even better. I've been really studying. I letting you guys in on the secret now. Not only have I been studying numerology for the last couple of years, I've been studying the astrology, and I bring that into tarot, because that was obviously the next evolution of what I've been doing. Once I was in my spiritual mediumship and I moved into tarot, then I said, what's next? And it wasn't about I'm the best there was. It was more about how does this connect? And as I moved beyond this, as an educator, a teacher, as a professor, at the college, as a scientist, I said, what does this mean? I was like, please tell me. And I was with respect to source, and I would no doubt lie down and say, I'm gonna be basically your hands. And what I ended up doing is I realized my hands, and you'll watch when I read, they become the hands of source, and you'll see the cards jump and things will happen because I just close my body, I close my eyes out, and I just read for you. If you enjoy what you see here, please do me a favor, like the channel, share the channel, and don't be afraid to check me out on all the other socials. Hit me up there. If you do, say, hey, Cosmic, I caught you. I found you from the Zodiac, or hey, I saw you from the Beyond the Veil, because those are exclusive to here. I actually put content out on the other channels, but I really have this is home base. It's I found this to be really unique to what I've been doing, and it's a whole lot of reasons behind it. But eventually, you'll see me kind of cross-platform and going live everywhere else. But as we get started here, I want to give you guys a chance to embrace that moment and see what I do. But what I do is I put these signs out here like this. You'll see right here, and that's Aries. And I always kick off of Aries because they're the fire starters, right? Yeah. And they're the Empresses. They're the Queen of Wands in my readings. And I do have signs associated to each thing. And it's kind of like I had to give and take on a little bit of things. So if you do your own tarot readings, no disrespect, I love what you guys do. But you'll see me, I had to kind of, as a scientist, as a person of the sciences. I had 3 college degrees, really. As an educator, I said, well, this has to always be for my readings. If I'm using 6 tarot decks, I went to my guides, I said, we're not messing around here. And I said, well, then the Queen of Wands, because it's the Queen, Aries, feminine fire, Leo, right? Powerful, King of Wands, strength. So I basically succumbed to using this. And I used to jump and say, it could be this or this, but you'll hear me really lock in on it. But don't be afraid to cross-correlate and say, well, it is a fire sign. Okay? I'm just telling you, when I read, I lock in. I try to give you as much as I can. It seems like it works. A lot of people say, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So what I'll do is I'll start here and I'll work my way across Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we'll go Taurus, Virgo, and Cap. And then what I'll do in the midsection, I'll just chat with you guys. You'll see me shuffle the decks, and then I'll come back. I'll read Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we'll kick off with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right, my friends, let's get going here. Let's start off with the Aries. I do appreciate you all for being here. And if you haven't done so, become a subscriber. Super easy to do. And it does give you a little bit of access to all of the content. And you're joining this cosmic collective, not just me. There's a whole lot of us. The Discord's free. I try to give you access to all this content, and I don't hide it from you. I want you to have it. It's only beneficial to you to have it more than me. Aries, first card out. How you guys doing? What does this sound like? Boom. Giving and receiving. This could honestly be a Taurus energy, could be life lessons. I'm also going to tell you this could be something to do with a fixed sign, maybe also. But this is something here where we're trying to maintain balance. That is also a strong possibility. Same thing out. Yeah, look at this. Logically, everything looks good. Little birdie's telling you, looks good. At a very core reason, a very core explanation. Ooh. Jumpers. I'm going to put these back. Came out too messy. The here and now looks very messy, just so you know. It's not clean cut. I think it might be a little bit of like, I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. I want to believe one thing, but I'm seeing another. Right? I want to see one thing, I'm believing maybe there's two things happening, because there's three people in your emotions. Like maybe there's somebody's out in the cold and there's somebody you're wishing was here. That's a possibility. Aries, look at this. This is a message from your higher self even. Wow, fascinating. Because that is a Akashic energy saying, here's your passion's here. This is dried up right now. You can only put in so much energy. You can't provide the water to the crops. You can't provide all of everything. You're trying to say, well, it's okay. They don't have to do any work. I'll do all the work. And that could be what it is. Yeah, look at, here's the jumper. Angelic card coming out. That's unfair. That's super unfair. Justice card. But it's also saying golden position is giving you the option of saying, well, how far do you want to take this? Libra energy, this is in Libra season. By October 22nd, you should see something, but there's still only one person. Libra energy, justice. But it's unfair because short throw energy, your happiness, little birdie's telling you, but you're unhappy. So it could be a group of three. Yeah. Source at the heart chakra. It could be money. It could be long-term success. Two boats off in the distance, maybe two like ships passing in the night, as they call it. Maybe you're kind of seeing somebody but not talking to them, right? Your schedules aren't in exactly alignment. That could be, yeah, see? Taurus energy again. You're both out in the cold. Why is that? Why are you still out in the cold? Why is the life lesson still existing? Because it's Akashic, because they have to also take ownership to whatever this is. Could be pain, could be physical pain. Someone could be going through physical pain. That's a strong possibility. We also see the ragged clothes. The ragged clothes tells me somebody has, maybe their clothes are ripped. Maybe you noticed that on somebody's outfit recently. Strong possibility. I don't know. Gray area. I wonder if that's going down. But what we don't see, except for your logic, everything looks great, seems great. And you're envisioning this. I love this. I love your center line. Because Source has you connected. Everything else, the periphery is going to start to fall away or basically start to, no, we are not taking three. We are not taking three. Your emotions are messy. Aries, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. But your emotions are messy. I don't know if it's because of this Taurus energy or if there's a Taurus life lesson here. What is this? Are you forcing me to take cards? Yeah, relationship change. Spiritually, there has to be a change in the relationship. That could be what's going down here, Aries. Maybe you're going through a relationship change with somebody, and it has to be clean. It has to be true. It has to be honest. It has to be, this is what happened. Because the foundation, everything you created is really starting to fade away. The cups are here. Like, you've built up to this point, but one cup is better than the other. Like, hey, how are you? Or the, hey, I love you. Like, right? There's two different offers. Breadcrumbing, as I would call it. That's why it's unfair. You know how it feels. You see it. It looks good. It feels good. When you get near them, you're like, wow, this is wonderful. So I don't know if it does feel very much in that Taurus energy. This is Scorpio right here. This is relationship change Scorpio, because I feel as though we're heading towards that Libra Scorpio timeline. Because this is Libra, that's Scorpio. We're getting into that emotional, the bigger you get here, it could be relationship change, very slow moving, where I think we want to control the narrative. Whoa. It literally just hid this card, and I didn't look at it. I just threw it on the table, by the way. See the solar output? You want it to be shown, not just felt, not just spiritually felt. That's really, really good. That's awesome. So what is happening here? Remember how I said your center line looks great? You're emulating what you want to be your truth. You're saying, no, this is how I feel. I'm going to feel what I want to be reality. Aries, that's what's coming in. It's really Empress energy. You're embodying the future Empress energy. Little birdie's telling you. Cool, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. This here is yeah, how fascinating. That's right here. That's what's Sag energy, November 23rd to December 2nd. That's the life lesson. There's the Hierophant again. It's reiterating Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. So we have this change. It's you can only do so much. That's what it's telling me over and over and over. You can only do so much. You can only do so much. Look at all the extra cards. Prince Charming, there it is again. It's reiterating the Taurus energy in regret. Regret. 5 of Cups energy into that timeline. You're seeing like little glimpses, flashes of, was that really what I thought I saw? Maybe it was. Maybe they're letting themselves be more known to you. Showing themselves to you. Yeah. Scorpio timeline. You're really heading into the 9/23 to November 22nd. Yes. This is what I see. Somebody's trying to make themselves more known to you, more visible, but they're regretful as much as you're regretful. I don't think you can control this as much as you think you can, but you're trying to manifest this or drive it into a direction, and the universe is saying that's why it didn't work the first time. That's why it didn't work the second time. And either you or them are trying to build this into something it's not supposed to be. Yeah, this could be a coworker. This could be a schoolmate. This could be someone that you are kind of forced to be near. And I say that in a really subtle way, but think about like I sit on the bus next to this person. It's almost like you're destined to be next to them. So you're working and you're all around them. Yeah, look at. So the angelic messages, you have past life. Don't dismiss how you feel and the energy that pops when you're next to them. That's real. The break you took and then you came back and then there they are. This is a star. This is a star. You have to get out of the cold, and when you get into that like safety, the comfort, saying we built up to this point, what next? Don't try to race to the finish line. Enjoy the journey as you go. Enjoy that journey as you get there. I love what I see for you, because what's happening here, it's if the third party comes in, that third party could be what breaks this spell in a good way. Maybe you're both seeing it in your own way. Well, I see this, and they're like, well, I see this, and this third party's like, no, you're both wrong. You're both absolutely wrong. That's why you're both seeing this. It's a rebirth. Scorpio season comes in October 23rd to November 22nd. As I said, I think this is the trigger, like the drip, drip, drip from the well of life, the well of acceptance. It could involve travel. Maybe you and this other person, third party. Maybe you are going on a trip with 3 people. It's that person's there. Again. They're reiterating by December. 3 Pentacles, New Year's Eve kiss. Keep envisioning that New Year's Eve kiss with them. Then that's how you get this back. It's visualization is what they said. Okay, you know you want them back. They know you want them back. So the best way to do it is to close your eyes and say, where am I going to be with them on New Year's Eve? Not, I wish I could be. No, where are you going to be? No, make your plans in your head. Say, I'm going to start making plans now. It's only a few months away. Say, hey, I'm going to dial in. Where am I going to be New Year's Eve for traveling with them? I know I'm available. I know they're going to be available because they're going to be with me. So where are we going to be? It's not about improving or showing and saying, look at us. No, it's about the two of you connecting, making that bond, that pact real, because you're both there. So what does that do? How do you make that real? You close your eyes and say, are we kissing on top of this beautiful like Eiffel Tower, right? You know, how wonderfully romantic is it? Or are you kissing at the bottom, you know, at the bottom of a bridge, like, you know, or you're just taking the moment saying this is our space, because you take that space and you put away what for the moment? You put away the struggles. And then and this right here is it's the middle of December. It sets it all up, because obviously this has to be over by right before that timeline, 12/21. The angels say then you're committing to getting together, not narrating how, letting it happen. The divine says I'll handle the rest. You're saying, well, I guess so, yeah. If I'm just envisioning the kiss, I guess you have to handle the rest. And the universe says, got it. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Message received. It gets really, really cool and deep, because what happens here, it's the moon energy, the unseen. It's the Pisces. It's the Knight of Cups. It's the Prince Charming. It's the how do we get here? Well, you don't know. You just started reading the book of life, the book of how do we get here. Friends first, maybe. Knight of Swords, Gemini lover energy. This is like our final card, believe it or not. This is the Queen of Wands. The reason I said this one last is the one I talked about in the very beginning as we opened the reading for you, Aries. Can you please be an Aries for once? Like, stop trying to narrate. Stop trying to be this controlling Virgo-ish energy, this Capricorn, I have to understand everything, or this Taurus energy even. Like, how do you direct or narrate? I know it looks romantic, but it will be. It will be. Right? How do you tell your kids, hey, this is what happened? This is how your father and I met. You're not going to be like, well, no. This is what happened. You know, it's a wonderfully romantic story. And there's obviously a story that's deeper than we all understand. It's the angelic story. It's the hermit energy. This right here is what just went down recently in August into September. Pause, look, give yourself credit, right? It's you recognize you built, and you're both still out in the cold. It's not like they're dating somebody. It's not like they're into somebody. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you, right? You've envisioned that. You've basically waited for that. That was you. Gemini lover energy. So the outcome has them in it and you in it. So picture that moment, the New Year's Eve kiss. The how you get back together is up to the universe, but that could be simple as the New Year's Eve kiss. And when you do that, when you pause and you give yourself a moment of I can create that New Year's Eve kiss, that's easy. Where would you do that? How would you do that? Don't fill in the rest. Don't backfill in all of the other stuff. Oh, well, then in November and October. No. It says this happens. It's a relationship change. Right? And then you're going to panic. You're going to get into doubt. Well, nothing's happening. The universe says, because I want to see if you're serious about that New Year's Eve kiss. Are you? Are you not? It's unfair. We're both out in the cold. They love you. They want you too. Right? Do you really think your ex would walk away without having feelings? Do you think your ex would just say, I can no longer care about you? No, and no. Why'd you have me put the Justice card here? Interesting. That was very interesting. I'm going to accept that. No. Your value isn't determined on their actions towards you. That's not how it operates. That's not how happiness is not found, it's remembered. So you're not looking at them saying, hey, can you make me happy? Think about this. Think about the joy that you have within you. That's not waiting for anyone. That's not waiting for this moment. It's creating it's creating that happiness. It's creating the future. And does it bring you joy to think about kissing them at New Year's Eve and saying, at that moment, I'm manifesting the next step? So stop chasing and be grateful the universe is reaching out to you at this moment and saying, I hear you. Do you hear me? Because you're ignoring me. Hello? You're ignoring me. Yeah. And that's what it is. I appreciate you, Aries. As always, I love when you kick off the readings because you provide something really fascinating. And as always, check out the entire natal chart. Hit that notification bell. Set it to all. If this is the moment you walk, I appreciate you for being here. I really do. But be sure to check out the channel So much more content. So much more. All right, guys, let's keep going, because up next is the Leo. Hey, Leo, you got a gift from the Aries. Let's just say that. Awesome. Like literally, I just put the cards back, and I, without even like noticing, stress. What is this? I'm gonna put this bad boy back in here. That's not even the card. Ironically, it was the Justice card. So something may be going down in Libra season. It literally wasn't even thinking. I just put the cards back, and it had me put that one card at the front here. We'll see if it pops. If it pops, that's going to be even more fantastic. Not looking for it. But Leo, how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments below. As always, the natal chart is available to you. The entire chart is always available to you. So check out your moon, check out your rising, your Venus. And whatever happens, I appreciate you guys for taking your time, because it's awesome to see your entire chart in that one snapshot. Check out say your interested love. You little stalkers out there. But no, really, check out the people you're kind of interested in, or who's coming in. You know who they are. You feel. You kind of like, I think it's this person. But that's the truth. You check out all of that energy and dial it in from one reading, right? And then you can kind of go from there and say, what else do I have? And that is fascinating, because from there you can really explore. So I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate all of you for being part of this process. First card out, Leo. What do we got? Angelic card. Relationship change. I think that's what we were just talking about. How amazing is this? And this is the card Aries had on this deck down here twice on their foundation. You have it in emotions. It's not in your phone. You don't have it yet. It's not sitting here. Aries is like, I'm trying to establish, put the ring on it. Hello, I know you love me. Put a ring on my finger. I'm your future wife, husband. I know that's there. This is like, you're living in like the sky. You're living like future happy. I'm actually going to leave it like this. I love that little shine there. It does add a little bit of flair, does it not? Your angelic card. Like it's the sun shining there. So I'm going to add that there. That's a relationship change. You have some kind of major relationship change. It could be something easy, calm, but by beginning of November, it's happening. You're leaning into something, and it's happening. There it is. 10 of Cups. I love the card. Spirit. You're in the I can have everything completion mode. But what happens when you get to completion? What next? Allow it to just happen. Allow it to just flow. The universe is walking you through this process, because it's going to be a new home, new family, possibly kids. We're getting into this place of anything is possible. Anything is possible. What is it you need? Pisces energy, moon energy, that's what it is. It leans into that Knight of Cups, hidden Prince Charming. Because when it's there, it lets you get into that connection. We've been talking about the Three of Cups for a while, but that's also Cancer energy. That's July 4th, that kind of timeline. But it's the hidden chariot, hidden travel. Could be mental travel, could be spiritual travel. But what it has is we have the pumpkins here, which is showing me that October timeline, saying something from July is really culminating now into this October timeline. It's something that we haven't expected. Is the seeds that were planted is showing fruits now, which is awesome, because the cups are here saying we put the water, we put the seeds in, and you have all these little plants showing. But there's one more that could pop, one more that's there. Capricorn energy popping at the Three of Pentacles, showing up with the, as I was just explaining to the Aries, the New Year's Eve kiss even. It could be the solidifying the spirituality with your soul, saying, I'm looking for something that's going to make me understand the universe is more. And it is here. It is talking to you. There's guidance. I feel like it's you and somebody else, and somebody may be leading that, or there's a foundation being built. Some spiritual foundation. It could even be the spiritual foundations of your legacy. Without the connection, this wouldn't be, kind of thing. That could be honestly what I'm seeing. Because it's the short throw energy shows me that this, you have all of this, but underneath this is one of the new cornerstones. There it is. There's the Justice card. This is not the same Justice card, but how fascinating is it that you have a Justice card in reverse? It almost feels unfair, but your friendships feel way fair. So what it also is, it gives you that sense of, my friendships are amazing, but I'm missing out on something else. Your heart's missing it. Yeah, Gemini lover energy. There it is. Coming in the outcome. That's what it is. The Gemini lover energy comes in. It could be coming in from the future. It could be somebody else. You don't have all the information, all the knowledge. It feels like you're fighting against it. fighting against it. But it's moving. It comes in. It has its toes pointing at you, kind of saying like, I'm facing you. Can you not see I'm facing you? And that allows you to see them. So nothing's hidden in that respect as far as we look at emotions. You have to put your energy saying, this is me, this is what I want. And by end of the year, I have at least this. By June, I have this. And you basically start chunking your manifestations, your beliefs, your joys, your happinesses into these timelines. It makes it easier for you to manage because then you're not scattering your energy. How many of you guys out there think about too many things at once, right? Because what happens is you're radiating your outcomes by radiating, it's like feelings first. And that's the thing, is it's okay, but this moon energy is really important to you, and you have to understand what that is emotionally, because that is important. Whatever that is, Leo, the moon matters to you. It's super moon, like really matters to you. Underneath it all, it's two tower moments that's sitting there, like you have never even thought about it or even acknowledged the towers that are sitting in that moon energy. Like you went, oh, I love the moon, but left it hanging. So whatever that is, that's the basis of this, that the future, the outcome. Think about the architecture that comes along with the Three of Pentacles that's sitting right here. But what do? Is the moon your joy, or is it the stabilization of something future, big, more correct? It's communication. But it's not an alignment. The communication is more that stabilization. The moon is something hidden. It's almost like telepathic, spiritual. It's really like another level of communication. It's a signal. It's an amplifier, could be. Let's keep going, because it's the justice energy. You're definitely going to feel something with it by the October 22nd, even Halloween. We're going to get into that. But we're in this moment. This is the moment we start to feel it, because you can see how these three are lined up, facing the same direction. There's three of you. Three people that are facing the same kind of whatever challenge, or even I would say crutch, as it would be, because whatever it is, it's this bold, powerful fire energy, Leo energy. As I was talking about this earlier, this is your Leo test. It's your test of how Leo are you. Are you really Leo? Are you somewhat Leo? And that moon energy puts you in that place of, it's your strength. The moon energy puts you in that strength energy. Typically, this is assigned to Pisces. But for whatever reason, Leo, this is getting pulled into your energy because it's the unknown, the lies, the secrets. That's the strength of the whole situation. But the harmony is calling for a relationship change, or calling for some deeper honesty here. That's the heartbreak. That's the universe, the temperance, the page of the universe saying, I'm here to give you a message from the angel saying, here's my notification. You have the moon, but you also have the other side, the sun energy, which is really wild card. So the sun energy exists out there to tell you that we have to have duality in life. So let's keep going for a second. I want to know what this is for you, because you're going through the moon energy, the depth of that energy, to find your happiness, your completion. Without doing what you've been doing, you can't get to that happiness. Being very honest with you, Dark Horse Canada energy, it is it's the hermit energy, but hiding. It's almost you just realize this was something very profound. Solar output means somebody or something went into your universe, planted a seed, and then maybe stepped back, because you can see how they're not moving. The legs aren't moving on the horse, but this one is. So somebody went in and said, here's a seed, plant it any which way you want. See, manifestation. So somebody or something entered into your universe, gave you an option to plant a manifestation. And you weren't just part of the universe, you became, like I said, an amplifier to it, the moon energy. And it's not to panic. It's almost like it's a wink from the universe saying that moon energy is very, very important to you. Do you understand? You're marked as a sector of the manifestation process for the entire cosmos. That's the money that comes in. You can either say I'm not or I am, but you absolutely help manifestations happen. Think of yourself as a transmitter, right? As you go out and you do things, people come to you, or people see you, or talk to you, or just say, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And they walk up to you and they say, wow, can I just chat with you? And it might be like, you have beautiful eyes, and you might take offense, or you might not. But I feel like people look up to you and say, wow, your eyes are beautiful. It's that depth of what your soul brings into it. That's what hides within your soul. Because when you're going into that, it's clarity. It's shouting from within your heart, your soul. It's telling us that you are grateful for even that one little bit of connection. It's not about a physical relationship. It's you're seeing it, saying, hey, I know this happiness that I'm bringing you it's not conditional. It's a connection. And those conditions will bend to your happiness. So as you deliver the message, it allows them to find themselves. See? Yeah. So it's an angelically touched. Maybe you have angelic foundations. You might even have angelic prominence. Yeah, look, yeah. So the manifestations come in with saying millionaire mindset, right? And most people say, well, yeah, I want to be a millionaire, but what are you going to do with $1 million? I ask you out there if you're watching this, right? And not just Leo, but if anyone's watching this, what do you do with $1 million? What's your first move with $1 million? And I'm not going to even say anything. Leave it below. Comment below. What are you going to do with $1 million? Take a moment. Like, just say you have $1 million, you have an hour to spend it. What are you going to do? And it has to be considered spent. Like you bought something. That's the message from the universe. What if you had that money? Because we don't think that way, because we don't think it's possible, because we only think small. We think we don't have enough. Look, the universe says, what if I'm sending you a message telling you you have more than enough? You actually qualify for a lot more. You're very valuable. The truth is, you avoid to become that person because it's a prison to you to say, wow, what if I had this ability? Yes, you do. You don't receive manifestations, you embody them. And that's the universe saying, you've been fighting this for a long, long time, Leo. And we talked about a while back saying lone wolf energy. You not only have led the pack, the soul tribe, but you've healed it. You now have the option of basically saying, what do I want to do in the soul tribe? Do I want to teach young souls how to be grateful? Do I want to help heal souls that need it to manifest? The truth is, you have no agenda but to remember what it is you can do. And that's the heartbreak. Because you're lonely, or there's lonely. Yep, see, look at you're lonely, and there's a moment of loneliness. The card jumped as I said it, Leo. You just want someone to say, I care you, I see you, I love you, right? And that's the moment of seeing you. I see it, I love you, I care about you. No joke. I wouldn't say that if it didn't matter. You have a beautiful energy because you're bringing an existence to the soul tribe, to not only this soul tribe, but to your own soul tribes. And it's honestly, this is what it is like, maybe you or the people around you can stop asking, can we handle all that? Handle the truth that's due to us. Because that truth has always just handled us. Say, nah, I got it. Oh, would you say you're not worthy of the wealth? Okay, got it. But really, the truth isn't competing. It's just existing within us. We have to find that. That's the thing I always find. It's fascinating. Do we put ourselves above others? And most people say, no. No, yes. How are you supposed to have your oxygen mask on first? You're the one who got to the finish line first. Hey, watch out for that rock. You're about to jump. Manifestation requires certainty, not hope. I know I'm going to do this. This is what I was saying earlier. When you're making this, things they're non-negotiable. As I talk to the universe, I use that term all the time, but I say that to the universe. Here's my non-negotiables. And the universe never says no. It says okay. And there's the judgment energy. We have to get set into that mindset. You want happiness, happy home, happy life, family, kids. You want to be able to say, I'm happy. I have what I need. Right? Not marrying the knucklehead kind of thing. I'm going to settle for the knucklehead. No. Look at, like, literally, Ace of Cups. Hey, baby, how you doing? You're doing dishes. They come up behind you, grab you, kiss you. And you're like, I'm doing dishes. But secretly you're saying, please keep going, and just kiss your neck, pull you back, and hold you tight. Not say any. They still haven't said anything to you. That's the manifestation you're bringing in. That's what I see for you. That's Dark Horse candidate. That's I just came home. I need a shower. Can you help me? It's like, it's that. It's so sexy and satisfying because you put out all the days ahead of this saying, I've worked asking for nothing. I volunteered doing so much. Not because I wanted this, but because I knew I had to. Because I was destined to help. Right? And that delay was just a mirror. It was never a punishment, and here it comes. What are you going to do when that $1 million payday comes in and your love comes in? Knock, knock. They're just holding flowers and they can't open the door, and they're holding all these things. They go, I'm here for you. You know what? I love you. And that's fascinating. Wise investor, right? It's not because you have asked for this. It's because the universe is delivering it, because on a soul level, you know you're deserving of it. Tell me I'm wrong, Leo. Tell me I'm not. Tell me this is not coming in. And we already saw like trickles of this in Virgo season. Now we're hitting Libra season. And then there's Scorpio season just kind of hiding in here. That's what I'm telling you. Because the moon energy, it's not hiding. You're like, I see it. But what do I do with it? You don't have to do anything. Just accept it. Tell the universe, I am deserving of this. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am loved. I am cared for. I am someone's pet. You know, whatever it is you need to hear. Whatever it is you want to hear here, Leo. Right? But truthfully, get yourself in that moment of being happy and say, brand new start coming. That's it. And it's your brand new start because you want it. You know, life doesn't have to be stagnant, have to be boring. You know, go hang out with that one friend. Go hang out with that person that you've been missing. Go hang out with a new person. Say, I'm going to take a chance. And you might be surprised. You might be surprised. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you might be surprised. You know, you're resistant to being happy, and that's okay for a certain point. But it's changing. It's changing. You don't see the Lovers cards in here because you're not ready to admit that you want someone to love you fully, because that scares you. It scares the hell out of you. What does that look like? And I know many of you are like, no, I want that. But do you? Let me get the door for you. Let me. How are you? The laundry's already done, babe. What are you worried about? Like, that sounds fascinating. It sounds nice. But what if there's nothing to worry about? What if you all of a sudden have nothing to worry about? It sounds. Some of us live in that, like, I need to worry. I love worrying. It's my fuel. It's my fuel. It's my success for life. I love worrying. Right? Be honest, Leo. Be honest. Yeah. When I worry, I get things done because I have so much fuel to get things done. But what about the new version of you? The one that's like, I'm a rock star. I can manifest. I can help people find their own light, their own fire. You know, because you're the strength. When we start looking and breaking down what and who you are and how you got here, and when you were first born into this moment, you're really starting to tell me that you aren't creating, manifesting, helping people. And this is more than you manifesting for yourself. This is you saying, I can manifest for myself, but I don't know if I'm worthy of it. Yes, you are. Absolutely. Accept it. And the award goes to Leo. Yeah. You have to come up and grab it. I'm sorry. This is your award. And then next week we'll read again and watch what happens. Embody the moment of I am enough. I am powerful. I am willing to be the one to empower others. Leo, it's okay. This is what the universe has been trying to tell you. As I've been doing the Zodiac for a while, it's been you. It's been you. It's like, without Leo, what do we have? We need your energy. But the more you claim your energy, the more, oh my God, I'm starting to cry. The more you claim your energy. It's so powerful because it's like, it embodies everything we've been doing. And that's what's so fascinating, because I know that all of those Leos out there, all of you Leos, are like, I know I'm enough, but people have knocked you down. And you said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm just telling you, you are enough. You have been enough. And it's so beautiful to just sit back from afar and watch. And it's just an energetic exchange saying, you're there because the truth has asked you to step into that light. If you like this and you absolutely enjoy this content, be sure to share it. Let people know I'm out here. Because I want to see not only you thrive, but your best friend, your sister, your brother, your parents, your kids. I want to see those people, those parts of you that have become the embodiment of what you consider your inner soul tribe, become part of that. As we go on, we're not going to deny anymore. We're going to accept. We are our own future. This is now. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and check out below. Really, I have the entire natal chart. Go check out your moon sign if this is not your moon sign, or your rising, or your Venus, and tell me what you think. Don't be afraid. Say, Cosmic, you almost got it. You missed it. Or say, what? They all 3 for 3, sun, moon, rising. Or 4 for 4. Tell me if I got your Venus. Say what? Say it all locked in. This is me, the scientist part, right? The STEM teacher, the professor. That I'm like, this is why I overlay this. I don't get into like the details of this sometimes. And maybe I should take a beyond the veil and explain to you how my readings work. If you guys would like that, tell me below. But honestly, I would love to see what you guys think. As we go on, we keep moving. I want to just kind of enjoy these readings more and more. And when I realized I was racing through them, I'm like, I gotta go. I get so many. I got 12 of these. And instead of just saying, I know I can feel you guys here. It doesn't matter the time. You can feel me right now as I can feel you, right? Yes. Hit that thumbs up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's do this. Let's get moving on to Sag. A couple weeks ago, they came out hitting a bunch of home runs. And I was like, what? So, Sagittarius, how are you guys doing? I appreciate you. But without the Aries, the Leo leading us in, I don't know where we'd be. You're my number 3 hitter in this baseball game, right? Let's be fair. And you do some amazing work. But Aries comes out fast. I've always called them my leadoff hitter, and I love the baseball analogy because it's a team sport. Without you, being here, and you might be the catcher, very patient, holding back, waiting for the pitcher, guiding. But there's a lot of things you could be. The Knight of Wands energy, it's a lot of things we could assign you to a lot of positions. But at this moment, when we're batting, we're throwing the cards out there. This is you getting a chance to do some batting practice. Say, I exist, Sag, right? I exist. And what you bring to the table is amazing energy. It's patient energy. It's that Knight of Wands energy. It's the past life energy for me. But it's the understanding that even with all that stress, the speed of I'm coming in, but it's more than saying you have an angel. The stress, it matters, All right. I feel like a card wants to jump here. But when I don't feel the card wanting to jump and it just gets pulled, that's when it really works. King of Wands, fire energy, right? So this is one of those things saying, we talk Knight of Wands, this could be raising your vibration, saying, I no longer live in that old format. So instead of looking as a Knight of Wands, we could say, hey, maybe you move beyond those connections, those past life connections, or you've embraced and embodied those past life connections, and now they're part of your existence emotionally. Looking forward, no more past connections, embodied, embraced, and emboldened with you because of the fire. This could be you with your fire energy moving forward. Knight of Wands, maybe there's something even here. You've unlocked a piece of yourself, right? Maybe source energy. Yeah. This is 2 of Swords. We've been picking this up. You're about to unlock a bigger part of who you are, Sag. 2 of Swords, this is 9/23. We're in this mindset. We're in this week now. This would absolutely be, Sag, how amazing this is this week. I think this might even lead up until the next reading. Yes, it does, actually. Because this is going to be this reading until the next reading. So what we're getting here by this reading is saying, hey, this is 9/23 to October 2nd. So by the time you get the next reading, we'll be, hey, this is just for this reading. The angels, the guides are saying, hey, heads up. We're not going to mess around with you. You're deserving enough. You went through a lot of stuff already, right? A lot of BS, okay? So this is only till next week. We're not going to expand upon it. Look, we're going to make it very simple. Yeah. You're manifesting. There's an ending coming in. We have that ending here. It could be Gemini energy. It could be Gemini playing a part. There could be even manifestation with a Gemini coming in because it's the here and now. If there's a Gemini playing a part here, it could be the manifestation because you see how these are all facing the same way and they're coming down like this? It's almost like the angels on the other side of the table saying, let me deal my cards. Why don't you? So the moon energy saying the spiritual parts here, and there's something about a Gemini hiding behind a manifestation. That could be what it is. Let's take a look. Take a look. So I think more likely than anything, there's a Gemini in your reading here. Yeah, look at very bubbly, light-hearted. Could be a child hiding, a child holding this whole thing back, because there's 3 of one and 1 of another. That's the possibility. Maybe there's a 4th child or a baby. Could be it could be a baby, or talk of a baby coming in, or I want a baby, because we have the moon, we have the sun. Maybe this is that little glimmer of maybe I could have a baby someday. Yeah, look at this. Aries Empress energy. I'm really wondering what this is, because this is the center line. This is black or white, and it's getting black or white energy. Messenger. Someone could be messaging you very, very soon. You make them happy. Let's be honest. You make them happy. The golden position telling us you make them happy. You're the sun to their darkness. Like when you're not around, they notice it. So you know that, Sag. Queen of Wands energy following up. This is the divine partnership. I was thinking about this today. I was coming home from a doctor's appointment, and I said, you know what I haven't pulled in a while? Divine partnership. But this is both the angelic cards. I don't align these cards, and if you want to hang around after I read the Capricorn, I'll show you. I'll show you how I shuffle. But this person is, look at this even furthermore. Look, they're your divine partner. I feel like this Gemini could be your divine partner, Sag. That's what's coming in, because they're showing up with this energy. They're really showing up. It's maybe your duality as well. The past life with this person could be showing up here. Fast moving action, 8 of Wands. There's your movement. Lightning strike. By November, they're in your life. But they're not showing their face. They're energetically in your life saying, yeah, I want to do this. Let's go do that thing we talked about. Very highly spiritual connection with this person. I think you know who I'm talking about. I really do. Even though there's one, this is how it's super easy to read for me. Like when we're reading, guys, very easy. Because if it's one person, see, it gets super easy. You're like, oh, there's only one person in, like, they're single. Well, watch this. In the here and now, like the existence of the 3D, us, somebody's hiding, right? So it's kind of like there's an ending sitting there. That could be like, I'm no longer like just your friend. What we were is now over. Look at that. Look at that. Manifestation. Underneath it all, my manifestation is paramount, is what I'm being told. The manifestation first, worry about you second. If you're coming in, it's living the truth. Don't try to narrate it. Live the truth. Sag, that's what you're saying. Your patience says live the truth. The sun comes in saying, good job. Good boy, right? Good job. Whatever that is, it's the good girl too, but it's live that truth, because logically they're the best person that connects to you. Spiritually, the sun comes out when they're around. Boldness leaves with messages. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe it's messages left unsaid or left unread, because that could be part of it too. And emotionally, it feels charged, but there's nothing. See how there's nobody here, and there's still the mountain here? I wonder if that's what's going down with this person. Yes, yeah. I told you guys, temperance energy, angel energy. I knew there was an angel there, Sag. But this is you. This is the energy. I feel like there's some kind of message coming in. They're sending messages in another way. Like, hey, do you like me? And then they walk away. But then you'll see like 1111. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of message. What do we get here? Look at this. It's another angel. It's the judgment. They don't want to be judged. They don't want, like, I like you too much. Like, oh man, they don't want to give that away. Yeah. It's the manifestations I see here. I feel like it's stalling self-worth. Like if I tell you too much, it makes me feel like I can't do it. I'm not as valuable. Scorpio energy could be Scorpio, could be straight up Scorpio. If we see something else here, it's gonna change something, because we have the 2 tower moments. But these aren't bad tower moments. This is the sun coming up in the tower moment. We're realizing this could have went bad, but it never did. Because destiny took over and said, no, you guys just rode this out. You have 2 cards here. Look at this. Look at this. It's falling back into that Sag energy. Instead of leading, falling back and saying, I'm not going to push, allow. Very, very angelic energy. Remember how I said, Sag, you have this really wonderful, like, let me show you something? Batting third. Home run, home run, home run. Yeah. 5 for 5. I'm telling you, you come in with this energy. I love to have you guys here, very much so, because your doubt cancels orders faster than negativity. And so it's like saying, I'm not doing that. That's not for me. So you're like, I'm not going to get into the doubt. So whatever this is, you're saying no. You're saying, but I will accept the sun. I will take my sentinel. I'll take basically a batting coach, right? Because you're the choice of choices. They're the choice of choices. Angelically, you guys have been aligned, but there hasn't been the communication. We want 2 of cups. Remember I said one person, one. See how it starts to get more convoluted as we work our way through here? Because in judgment, it's going to be more than one person. But there's so many cups. I feel like there's been a lot of choices, but there's really only you. Yeah, there it is. I think the ultimate outcome is like $1 million payday with the person at your side with friendships. I don't know why or what this is. I feel like they're trying to find themselves through the process. And there's that Justice card. It's come out 3 times in very prominent positions, not only in the Aries, but also the Leo. And this has also come out here again for 3 Justice energy, saying we are in Justice season. But like I said, for you, the smaller picture is saying by October 2nd, you're getting clarity. You're getting clarity. Spiritually, it's talking to you, you're saying, I got the numbers. That's super cool. Lights it up. Sun, your happiness overwins. It will overtake anything, anyone's negativity every day. Logically, it's all about judgment. But you're like, there's nothing to be judged. It's love. And there it is. So it's clarity, truth. It's the truth seeker. And as we get through here, it feels like 1 or 2 people are thinking about people. That could be as we roll in here and roll into the new end of the year. And as we roll into Sag season, you're going to be very much in charge. A lot of angelic messages. You're probably going to start seeing angelic signs if you haven't already. Thank those angels, really. Sag, thank those angels. They're there. They're talking to you. They're, as you hear me giggling, they're there because it's a childlike wonder. That's what's happening. You're manifesting on top of manifesting because you're like, you know what? I have past life stuff I have to deal with. What's up? You're in, you're out. Peace. And so what it is, it's giving you that like, I'm doing what I got to do. I'm going to do one thing for you. I don't usually do this, but because this is such a powerful, powerful reading, and we're talking wealth, happiness, love, divine partnership, twin flame, as you would call it. It's really more than that, because to get these 2 cards to line up out of 6 tarot decks is unheard of. This is your emotions and this is the outcome. And this is saying, hey, we're starting something brand new that's going to lead into, it's going to basically become the Empress and Emperor of the angelic touch cards. The angels say, we got this. We got this. So I'm going to pull 1 card from 5 is alive and just see what I get here. Yeah, it's Queen of Cups energy. It's saying you guys aren't on the same page, but this is the depth. This is the Cancer energy. This is the relationships, the nurturing. Someone's hiding feelings. Someone's like, you make me feel too much. It could honestly be even Cancer energy with the Sag, but someone's hiding it, almost like it could be air energy masking their feelings, and that could be honestly what's going down here. But there's rebirth coming in, so you have to be really aware of what's going on. I think you know what this is. Let me know in the comments below if you know what this is, Sag, or if this is resonating with you. If you're like, I know someone's into me, or I have this suspicion that this person I've been talking to is really a lot more than lets on. Because the manifestations that you've been putting into effect are working. They're coming in. They're working. They're going to be true. They're here. They just haven't arrived. It's like I'm seeing the UPS delivery. Like, It's like 4 streets away. It's on. It's coming. So you're doing great work. Your patience is paid off. That's what makes you a manifester. That's what makes you the moment. You've embodied this. You have absolutely embodied this. So you're becoming it. You're trying to show people, I'm living the truth. I'm becoming this. And that gap between asking and receiving is the initiation between all of this. So this other person's like, I want this person too. And you guys are meeting in the middle. And it's accelerating the outcome. So that's why it's saying, let's be very clear with one another. You're going to probably get together. If you don't get together with this person by October 2nd, I would be very amazed, because you're the one. You know it. I know it. That's the Justice energy saying, this is a Libra season saying we're talking. You already know there's no one like you in their life, or there's no one like them in your life. It's this major epiphany. You've waited long enough, but why are you going to race now? Like, you're like, oh, the end zone's right there. Now run. No, it's like, I'm not going to waste my energy on this last moment. I'm going to savor savor the journey and take this moment to say, I know I could travel faster this last day, or rest at camp tonight, enjoy my meal, eat some of my rations, lighten my load, appreciate everything that has happened, reflect, and take that last 6 miles tomorrow morning and get in fresh and welcome and be a fresh, hi, this is who I am when I'm not sleepy and weary. Yes? Because you're releasing the timeline. Because everyone's like, oh, you should arrive at night. No, I want to arrive in the morning when people are doing their businesses and I can pay them money and appreciate them for doing their work. And that's what it is. Sagittarius, very, 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 very amazing energy. I love that you guys are here. This is what I do this for. This right here is one of the major reasons I do this for. Because your manifestations are standing tall, because your self-worth it's collapsing. You're not saying, hey, this is about me being better than you. This is about me standing with you. And you know what I'm talking about, patience. Because you're like, everybody could do this. We're all here. Yes? Gemini's there. And that's the collapsing. So that's what I was feeling right there. It could be Gemini lover, but I feel like somebody's in their feels for you. And that's what it is, because you're so beautifully embodying whatever this is that they want. They have wanted for years. Or they're asking, like, I would love to have this person do this, that, do. And then you're like, that's what you do. You don't even announce you do it. You just do it. You understand how amazing that would be for someone? So whatever you're doing is radiating this without effort. It's almost scary, to be fair, because they don't expect it. So Taurus is up next, but first things, if you are here, Sag, do me one of the biggest favors. If you enjoyed what you had here and you love what you saw, hit that like button right before you bounce. Share the channel before you bounce. Hit the share button. Send it to your best friend. Say, check this out. Say, is this me? Is this me? Send it to your family, your friends. Say, hey, look at this. Look at this dude. What do you think? But better yet, hit that notification bell. Set it to all. Check me out. Or come over to cosmicboogeyman.com. Book a reading. Super cheap. Or go over to the QR codes here. Or the links are below too. Check me out on all the social media. Hashtag Mr. Cosmic. And really, really take a look. But this is home base, and I'll put out new content all the time. I really want to give you guys a chance to kind of find yourselves when we go through this process. That's what it is. Because as we read into Taurus is like strong life lesson energy. It's the wise investor. I held on. I did what I had to do. It's the moment of I'm here. Okay? So that's what it is. And I want you guys to appreciate everything we bring. You, Sag, obviously bring that very deep angelic energy. And Taurus brings that earthbound, but stay here. Chain yourself to this earth. Yeah? I do appreciate you guys. I hope you're enjoying everything you see here. I've been trying to kind of like appreciate this reading. You know what I'm saying? Instead of race through these readings and give you exactly what, I want to appreciate and catch every little nuance and every part of the cards and really read the energy. I want you to be part of the process. If you like it, hit the thumbs up because it matters to me. All right. And Taurus. There you are. Taurus. Taurus, how are you? I do appreciate all of the energy you guys bring in here. And I was just saying how, Taurus energy associates with King of Pentacles. How can you get to King of Pentacles without being such a wise investor? Patient. Patience. And a lot of the Pentacles cards are about patience, reflecting the investments. The Hierophant energy, right? The pausing, the life lesson, and how many people had investments and they were like, whoops, and that was the life lessons. But it's the 5, the 6, the 7 of Pentacles, patience, really. It's the giving and receiving. The universe is teaching us all the time with these cards. Don't forget to give, right? Don't forget to give to others. Don't forget to give. It could be time. It could be readings. It could be giving a ride. It could be, hey, I could do that, but who wants that? So, all right. Thank you very much for the subscription. And you know what's funny is only sometimes does it show up here, and I don't know why that is. Because I'll be very blunt with you guys. I have so many more subs come on, and it's just a handful that pops up on here, and I don't know why. It's only a handful that pops up on this mini feed. And I guess it's probably because it would be overwhelming. Think about like a Mr. Beast, right? And doing something like this, it would like pop, 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 pop. It'd be constant. So it must actually only pick a handful to push. But thank you for the subscriptions, as you guys know. Taurus. All right. So what I'm gonna do is 3 more, and then I'll pause. I'll actually shuffle the cards, and you're more than welcome to hang out with me. I leave the camera on because I want you to be part of the shuffle process. I want you to see how I do it. I split the decks and I shuffle them. And I really try to, and I create new tarot decks, and then I go back into it, and I'll start again with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's torture on the throat, but it's fascinating on the soul. So that's why I started to do this. I used to actually do separate readings for each one, but by doing this, it lets me get a snapshot. I basically take a while to meditate, to zone in, to lock in, and it really, I think you guys might enjoy this a lot more, because you're like, hey, what's my ex up to? You know, the Tauruses can say, what's my ex up to? And it's really, I try to really get in on that, and don't hate on them if they're doing well. To the contrary, give them some love. Say, good for them. You know, get good for them, because watch what comes back to you tenfold. All right, Taurus, this is for you. Let's see what comes in. Yeah, your cards are holding tight. What are we doing here? Let me get a sip of some iced tea first. Maybe I need that. Maybe I need some iced tea to get me started. Let me know what you guys think below. Let me know what you think of the content. If you're a first-time subscriber, or if you haven't hit the subscription button, hit that subscription button. And then, if you're really interested, become a member. Because every Monday I am live. That, for now, it's at night, but what I did is in the summer, I was rotating it Monday during the day, at night, and that's what will happen more so coming in the coming spring and the summer of next year, and that's what's going to be more permanent, is I will be, on Mondays, I'll rotate it, so, because I know the schedules aren't conducive to everybody, so, and that's another reason I used to be on every Wednesday night, but it was the same people, because it was the same schedule, and those people are like, I can't get to you on Wednesday night, and I'm like, it doesn't work. So what I started to do is I started to integrate, like, I'm on once a week live for everybody, subs mostly, brand new subs, and what I'll do is I'll hop on randomly, so you guys, it's a super fun surprise. So when you hit that notification bell, you set it to all, and like, for example, like, I'll be on like Saturday morning early, and like, I call it Cards and Coffee, and so those events are really chill. No queue, no nothing, and I just kind of chat in the queue and we just talk, and it's no donations needed. I mean, you can donate to jump the line, but it's just really me reading cards, and I hang out with my subscriber base, and it's awesome. So I love doing that, but I don't always get to do it, and when I do, it works out great. And but I try to do that once in a while. But if you're a member, you get basically an extra reading, an extra live reading with me. So. All right, let me get a sip of iced tea here as I'm still talking. All right. Taurus. So some of the things I've been really looking into, Taurus, you probably would, I think you might be fascinated with this. It's really the inner codes, you know, like when you see numbers. I've been screenshotting numbers, like on my phone, like I'll see like 1111, bang, I'll screen, like, because I'll be in class teaching, right, with kids, and I'll see like 1111, or I'll see like 111, I'm like, grab it. I won't analyze it till later, but I go back to my phone, I'm like, holy damn, I have all of these like times, like 111, 123, and I'm not on my phone a whole lot. It's just interesting because I'll use my phone to look for the time, and I'm directed to look. Here you go. First card out. Taurus, are we dealing with a water sign? Could be. That's a water energy. That's Queen of Cups. That's Cancer energy. That is also Chariot energy. But that's looking to the past. We're covering our cup, not telling our entire feelings. They could be, you could be. But see how the cup is covered? They're looking over this. Very ornate, very, very ornate throne here. They're dipping their toe a little bit in the water, and we have the stones here. So there's a little bit of stonework, and we get the feelings. They are deep. Emotionally, they are deep. They don't want to be burned, but they are deep. So they can kind of disappear. Super pure energy. Yeah, here's their cup. I feel like logically they might actually lift that cover off the cup and say, hey, here I am. Because on the cups, they're the only one with the cover, and I don't know why they would want to do that. But I think that's, in all the tarot, I think that's really how it is. And when we have someone really bold, I think the boldness is what really fires that or bubbles up the water for the cups. It's the bold energy that comes through. Someone who doesn't hold back. And maybe that's what it is, Taurus. Maybe that's kind of what comes through. Maybe someone's bold with you, or you're the bold person who says, no, this is how it is. No, this is how it is. And that maybe that energy, that's what magnetizes the relationship and brings in, say, oh, I want that. That's good. I'll marry that. Because it's no small energy. Because how many times do we shrink ourselves for other people? And maybe that's what's coming in, or maybe that's what you're getting into, or you're finding yourself attracted to, because that's the happiness, the happy home, happy life. And once again, guys, we're getting the 10 of Cups with happy home, happy life. That's the completion, because that's what you're missing out of your life, right? Offering that partner who says, I got you, right? That let me deal with that for you. It's sexy. It's powerful. It's the Mr. Gray energy, is it not? Right? It's that. Hey, I've got you. Because what it does is it lets you know that you're protected, but it opens those hidden paths inside you, in your soul, saying you're not immune to being vulnerable. But we have to understand what this is, because you've had past hurt, maybe 1, 2, 3 people. This cup coming in is your cup saying, I'm offering it, but this has to transform you. This relationship has to transform you. That's the difference. There it is. Empress energy could be feminine. They could be feminine on your part. But I feel like once that cup comes off, you become fully feminine, happy. It changes your perspective. You become a very, very different person altogether. I don't know if that's the plan or if that's what you're looking for here, Taurus, because maybe marriage is what ensues, and that's what it is. They're looking for something of not holding back, truthful, and offering you marriage, saying, I see you as my wife. Like, that's powerful. Remember how I said 10 of Pentacles? That's why I said it, you know? It could have been a slip of the tongue, but, you know, with everything happening for a reason. Gemini, lover energy. So there could be love coming in, or there could be this slipping of, hey, I'm not going to wear this mask anymore. This is who I am. They come in. We have the change of relationship with the 5 of Cups coming in. Scorpio energy, mid to late October. Yeah. Water energy coming in. We have the 10 of Cups insinuating the moon energy hidden, the Knight of Cups. There's like a Prince Charming in disguise. The 10 of Pentacles also indicating we just went through some Hermit, deep energy, Knight of Pentacles, Dark Horse candidate. Somebody you wouldn't expect. Maybe someone's keeping an eye on you, or you're keeping an eye on somebody. That could be part of this. It could honestly be like, hey, don't say anything. Non-disclosure. You know? And some cards literally just jumped out of my hands. Hey, bro, where are you at? Dude, like, really? I'm gonna take it. Yeah, we're fighting something. Somebody's fighting this relationship. I don't think there's another one. Hold on. Like, running away. See how crazy this stuff is? How fun this is, Taurus? Tell me I'm wrong. Is someone running away from their feelings or relationship? Hit the like button, right? Feelings, relationship, abundance, baby, right? Regret, happy home, happy life. If someone could get over this and just stop fighting it, stop fighting it, stop fighting it. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Be happy. Because that joy, or living in that happiness, which they feel, that's the fastest frequency to creation. And I know people are like, well, how do I get there? Well, when you're with so-and-so, do you feel that way? Yeah. Well, why are you not with them? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Fighting it. Fighting it. See, King of Cups right here. Queen of Cups right there. I'm telling you. They bring in this energy trying to do it. They fight it. This is strength. But they become stronger, more independent, more Empress energy. I don't think I need the King of Cups anymore. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. That's also sexy. Maybe you don't. because then then what happens is the King of Cups, or that energy, the Scorpio energy, gets reborn too, and it's an evolution. It's the universe challenging you with guidance, without force, saying you're here, look at this. Yeah, Temperance energy. It's the patience you have for each other is very powerful. We could call it fighting, we could call it discord, we could call it timeless energy, but whatever it is, we talk about fastest. We talk about fastest frequency. But this is about patience, about waiting, fighting, or holding off even, is what they're telling me. Holding off. It's nothing sneaky as much as it's the love is sneaky. That's the difference. There's nothing being held back. Taurus, it's like, you want to go through a life lesson? We'll go through a life lesson, baby. Yeah, but the minute I kiss you, you'll know. You will know you're mine, and you will never be anyone else's. That's the difference. Because you're holding back, saying, I'm everything and more, not in a very egotistical way, but because you know deep down you're the King of Cups, and neither of you want to see each other in that way, because that's scary. Because it's almost like, oh my Lord, what happens? See, brand new start coming in. I don't think you can fight it, because you can't just keep looking the other way. You can't keep looking the other way. Scorpio season. Beware of Scorpio season. Actually, not in a bad way. I think you've already seen one glimpse of it in Hermit season. August 23rd to November 22nd, just recently. Maybe kind of like falling back into something. The universe goes, oh, you're back together, I see. We're hanging out again. And then it's going to happen again. But this third time's the charm. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, Dark Horse candidate, the one like, yeah, I would never, I don't know. I don't think so. They're going to be like, hey, you can't stay over tonight. Like, it's like that. Fighting it, look at, fighting it, Taurus. Like, I think it was twice before. This is not different people. I think this is them. Twice before. You had two different encounters. You're like, I won, right? Life lesson here. Manifestation. I wonder if this is willpower versus manifestation. But Scorpio season says, oh, you're not getting out of Scorpio season. Hey, turn your radar on, your intuitional radar. What do you see coming in? You're like, oh, no, I don't want to look at that right now. You're like, I would rather let's look at the water. Oh, let's do this. Oh, man, it wants me to pull from here. Yeah. You were heartbroken. They broke your heart. Oh, they broke your heart. That's right. Did they know they broke your heart? Did they know? Divine Deck, talk to me. I think we just kind of ignored it. I don't know if they knew, because it's not like, that's why we're fighting to get back together, because someone broke your heart. Oh, man. All right. There's a lot here. Like, there's so much more here. You're definitely getting together with this person. Like, it's coming in October. It's actually started in, they're saying Virgo season. It bled into Libra. Scorpio season's like, oh, I don't know if I can deal with this anymore. Like, in a good way. But it will not. This right here is Sag season. Like, you can actually see it's layered. Go back and rewatch this. But they're reminding you. That right there is Hermit, Scorpio. That Libra connection that we're seeing. We're not seeing, like, just to point it out to you guys, we're not seeing like Five of Swords until here, which is clarity. Like, I won, but it's in this format here. It's in the harmony. You keep going with the flow, but it's like there's no truth there. It's like winning. The Five of Swords is like, I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not saying I'm not a Five of Swords. You know, it's a loss or a regret feeling. Like, whoops, so like feeling abandoned. Like, either you or them. Or even unloved, which is the worst. But this is done. Like, we're not doing that anymore. Someone says the right things at the right times to someone, and it's like, damn it. Like, damn. I'd rather you be mean to me, or just don't talk to me. So when they do that, it backfires. Like, why didn't you talk to me? And you feel like they're playing with your head. I think that's the bigger picture. And they're not. Look, it's Prince Charming. I'm telling you. There's someone coming in, Prince Charming. That's the bigger picture. I think someone loves you and they don't know how to do it because they were hurt too. They were hurt too. Think about it. It's a win-win, but they were hurt too. It's a cause and effect. I think the truth is coming out, spiritual illumination even, with that hermit energy. You're fascinating. You are a very fascinating sign. Don't ever change, for real. Please don't. Because when I read you, it gives me a perspective that I'm not quite used to. But there's no trust there. It's like, why would you trust them anymore? The Five of Swords is like, no, I don't trust you. You hurt me. Very true, right? Like, Taurus, tell me I'm wrong. Like, very true. Like, I'm not going to trust you. And then again, I'm not going to trust you. And now, goddamn, I'm falling in love with you. Like, it's that. Tell me I'm wrong. Yes or no? It's awesome because it's the universe saying, I'm going to make you fall in love then. And that's what makes this really, really our universe. You're going to fall in love, and this is going to be like, what happens because you guys were absolutely in love earlier. It wasn't that you were heartbroken. It's because it didn't work out the way you both wanted it to. You weren't ready. You weren't aligned. There was no alignment. And that's what makes this really fascinating to both of us, to you, me, everybody, and everyone that's listening. It's because there was no alignment yet. You guys were like, okay, you were like, someone was like here, and you're like, let's date, and it was like, it would never work. It's like, clap hands, right? And then it was like, okay, and then it was like, let's date, and it was like, clap hands. Better, but the universe is like, now you're like right here, you're like almost super close. They're not exact, but it's like, clap hands. You can make it work, but it's like, what if we wait just a little bit longer? Or just put the tension on just a little bit harder. What would happen? And that's the fascination, because you're showing me that from what we can see, that pain wasn't pain. It was truth saying, no, we're not ready to date. We're not there yet. You haven't provided what I needed, and I haven't provided what you need. Let's be honest. You don't make children in this format. I do appreciate you. As I say to everyone, please do me a favor, Taurus. Check out your whole sign, everything, your moon, your rising. It's super easy. Check out your ex, right? Check out your ex. Check out your new person you're interested in. But if you're not sure how to look, right below I have a link. I put it out. I pin it to the top. It gives easy access to not only the timestamps, but what I also do is I put a little link in there for Cafe Astrology. Love it. Love this. It takes none of, like, super. It doesn't even steal your information. You can put it in there and just put your date of birth, and boom, there you go. Quick, fast, super easy. And then it gives you your entire natal chart. You can say, there I am. And then you'll even see, like, wow, I have like 6 Capricorn placements. Then you can look at the Capricorn and go, oh, that's why I feel this way. And it's like, you're like, I always thought I was a Scorpio. And you really I'm telling you, this stuff matters, because I've been really getting into not only the tarot, I worked on spiritual mediumship. I never really talked much about it. If you guys are interested, I'll be more than willing to. But the other part of it is I spend time investigating numerology, frequency. I want to know everything about everything. I'm not saying perfect. I'm not saying I'm going to be the all-knowing vector of spirituality. But it's becoming somebody who's a knowledge expert, right? And something. And appreciating that. I want myself to kind of be that place, and then you can also become that knowledge expert. As I teach you, hey, I put this stuff together. This is what I found. And I always triple check it. I look at it and I'll go through it and say, hey, if this doesn't align, tell me. And that's why you'll see Eterna on here. Because I'm like, don't lie to me. I'm like, play devil's advocate. and then she's like, okay. And then she will. She's actually told me I'm wrong a couple times on things. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, awesome. And that's a turn on for me. I'm like, oh, daddy likes that. No, because when I'm wrong, it's so fast. I'm like, I carry the sword between Libra, I'm literally the queen and the king of swords. I am duality. I'm Aquarius, I'm Libra energy with my with my sun sign and my moon sign. How fascinating is that? I'm the Star card. I'm Lady Justice, but I love truth. I'm a truth seeker, right? The light bringer. And so when people challenge that, I'm like, do what you got to do. But I would love to meet someone who is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like a Gemini rising, a Libra moon, and Aquarius sun. I would love to meet someone who has all three in there. So I have met someone who had double Aquarius in like they had all air signs, but I'm talking about all three of those. So anyway, let's keep going. I think up next we have Virgo. It's the Virgo o'clock time. All right. So what I'll do here is I grab the deck for the Virgo, and this will be Capricorn. When I'm done, I'll just pause. It won't pause the camera, but I'll pause. I'll just take a sip of some iced tea, and I take the time for myself to kind of recenter. And it's like I'm doing a secondary reading. However, by putting in the same video for you guys, what it does do, it gives you a chance to kind of hang out with me in the middle, and I kind of answer a couple questions. I do a little Q&A, and it's really been fun. It's that little midsection that you don't get anywhere else. And as I'm hanging out, I throw it out to the universe saying, here you guys go. This will live on in eternity. This will live on forever. And as I promote these videos, some people watch it and they do respond, and it's cool. But leave a comment below on that. If you watch the whole video, even if you fall asleep to it, let me know. Because I love to read. I love to kind of dial in. And I've been learning just to take my time. Even if the video is like 4 hours long, so be it. Allow the energy to be here, because I want you guys to be able to cross-check, cross-correlate, and see all of these other signs. One of the other things I want to start getting into in Virgo, I'm telling you, because you are the person I think would be more interested than anybody. I don't know why. Because you're so organized. Doing the timestamps like on the channel, like, so you guys could just fast forward like with your remote, or make it easier. In the comments, it's not bad, but I think I want to really get into that a little bit. I think that would make it a lot easier. That's me always improving. So let me know if you have an idea on that. I would love to hear your thoughts. But the comments makes me understand you guys a whole lot more, and let me know where you guys are at. And that's the part I feel like, and I'm really bad at leaving comments too. Let me be honest. Don't let me fool you. I will always like. It's super easy. Hit that thumbs up. I'll always do that for content creators. That I find their content like it connects to me. So that's why I say to you guys, if this hits, hit that thumbs up. But but leaving a comment's a whole new ball game, isn't it? It really is. It takes time, because we're so busy in our lives. So I appreciate those comments so much. It really makes me feel like we're connecting on a whole nother level. So when I'm reading for you today, Virgo, I want to see what we pull. It could be the Hermit card. It could be the Knight of Pentacles, the 8, the 9, the come on, baby, 10 of Pentacles. It could be that. Obviously, we're out of Virgo season. We just moved out. We're now in Libra season. But with that being said, I think we appreciate you because you bring this studious side, this let's get it organized side. And there's something to you that's always put together, and we do like that. It's not always easy, but I'm curious to see what you have here. I feel like a card just jumped. And that would also be very fascinating. I love when they jump in, they mid-deck jump. Well, I don't even have a word for it yet. But my guides they flip a card so fast, it doesn't ruin the card either. It's just, it happens as I'm shuffling. All right, Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? What's coming in here? Well, see, there's one. And I think this might have been the first one, but I'm going to just take it anyway. Uh-oh. Something's hidden. Oh. I think you have a secret admirer. Tower moment somewhere. This could be also work related. Maybe a message came in. Something's hidden, a message. Maybe a message was secret. Oh, maybe a message was received recently from somebody. You're like, ooh, I like this. Made you feel really, really good. Maybe you can grow the message. That's what this is. You see how like it was two separate things happen, one and then two. It was like they were related, but they weren't. Yeah, it's like the universe sent you a notification. That's what it feels like. I'm not saying it was from the universe. It was divinely gifted. Like this person sent you the message because they were guided to. There's desire there. I'm not going to lie to you. There is definitely desire there. Devil in the details. Look at the message. Look at the words. You'll see that there's definitely there's more to the words that they said. Capricorn energy with the devil card. First time we pulled it today, so you know here. But what it's telling us is you are a bridge between whatever was and is. You are very desired. I think people look at you and want to either be you or envious or like what you do. Maybe they like your style. And that could be travel. Yeah, that could be part of that. Maybe it's like style council kind of energy. Like maybe you're part of that. Yep. That it could be this message is maybe brought up old feelings about something. That could be because that's old Prince Charming going back to something, crossing the line, traveling. Let's go back here. It feels like travel. Could be vehicles, vroom vroom energy, stability. It's getting more stability in your future, your life. And I think they bring stability, or they brought stability. That's the outcome. There's two people. Someone's chained to something, like they can't do something. They're stuck to something. They want to, but they can't. Take action. Air sign energy coming in. Very strong air sign. Almost like truth cutter. Truth cutter. I wonder if it's feelings. It could be feelings. Truth coming in. There could be surgery as well, Virgo. But this comes in associating with some kind of air sign. So it definitely comes in with air energy. So let's keep going before, yeah, oh my gosh. Isn't that nuts? That's crazy, right? So they're saying your emotions are tied to your intimacy with the same air energy. I wonder if it's an air sign that you're dealing with, or there's a past air sign that you have been with or thought of that you've been into. Yes, look at communication. I wonder if that's it. Did someone message you? If someone messaged you, leave a message below. Comment below. Hey, yeah, they did message me. They text me. They just text me. How crazy. Yeah, let me know. Let Cosmic know. Give me a heads up. If this person messaged you, but you're still attached to somebody or with somebody, you want to get away from it. Burdens. Prince Charming. Look at this. There's some cloudy energy. Like, what is this all about? Look at moon. I'm telling you, you know it means something more than it does. It's almost like, hey, I'm proud of you, and they held back. Hey, I'm proud of you. Or it's like, hey, I want to tell you something, and they tell less is more. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to say a whole lot more, and they want to initiate dialogue with you. I'm going to take two. I usually wouldn't, but because it's you, Virgo, I know we can deal with this. There's a lot more here. See, there's burdens, Prince Charming here, but what's underneath it, it's the cups. It's walking away from something. It's hidden messages. It's Akashic saying, you matter to me. The vroom vroom card, right? We have this ancient energy. This is saying we're not what we were before. Let's be something different now. I think it's triggering somebody, Gemini lover energy. It might be triggering a third party. That could be partially what I see here as well. Because you'll see here how it's 1, 2, 3 people here. So it could be a trigger for a third party. That could be what this is. Be careful with that. That sword adding to here is 10 swords. It could be the ending of something for somebody else. Gemini lover energy. I'm telling you guys, it comes in very clear. Let me know if I'm right or wrong on this. Devil in the details. Somebody sent you a message or something came in duality and you're like, God, I missed this. I'm like, God, I missed this. It feels like you missed it. Yeah. It's raw energy, it's proof, it's judgment, but in a really good way. Air sign energy, star energy. It makes you feel like you're seen. Like, wow, someone saw me. I'm being really seen. You want to respond. This could have been 1, 2, 3, even 4 days ago, 4 weeks ago, but you're kind of keeping your mouth shut. You keep your mouth shut. You're holding back. 4 cups energy. It makes you feel deep, feel real deep. There is sneakiness to it, not in a bad way, but it feels like it's almost like it's like how are you doing? You're like right before Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what you're doing, right? You feel good like this. You wouldn't trade this for a world. Like this is a brand new start with somebody coming in, air sign energy, right? So that air sign energy could be Aquarius, or they could have Aquarian in their chart. They could have Libra in their chart. But the Gemini lover energy is absolutely prominently here, and that's why I'm saying there's air sign playing a part in this. It is a general read, as we know. Virgo, it's absolutely a general read. But the message you did receive, had an underlying hidden purpose. It wasn't a, hey, how you been? It was more like, I want to let you know something. There's some hidden meaning behind that divine message. They were told to send it to you. That's what I'm telling you. See how it's just the deliverance of a one-way message? It's getting back together feeling, right? It's like, hey, what more do we want here? Not in a bad way. You own the control. They're giving you the control. That's vulnerability. Isn't it different? Isn't it feel different? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You're worth it, Virgo. Remember how we went quiet? This is Soul Tribe energy. Remember how we went quiet a couple weeks ago? This was the beginning of that Dark Horse candidate. Someone's been paying attention to you. I wonder if this is the same person. I think it could be. I think it could be. You both have been out in the cold. I don't want to lead this on too much. I want to allow you to manifest, grow this energy, and build it. But what I will do, the devil in the details, look at the message, but don't overthink it. I will tell you, they do desire you. They do desire you. It's study or love. It's study or love. And I think there's a really raw way to look at it. You provide something to their universe that they cannot get anywhere else. I will repeat that. You provide something to their universe that they cannot get anywhere else. They can't just go, hey, and don't bring it to a physical, bring it to a depth of understanding, a depth of inquisitor energy. Like they need someone like you who has the hermit energy, who has the, I can bring the 10 pentacles if you can bring the true version of you. It's the true talk. And it's like, do you want to talk? Then let's talk. But you're not afraid to challenge someone. That's the other half. They need that. So they're looking for their other half. And even if you're attached to someone, they're still looking for you. They're still saying, are you the one the universe sent? Wow. I'm like, just show me if it, I just split the deck. I'm like, just show me. Just show me. So what I would tell you to do, Virgo, if this resonated and you were like, your mind was like, what? Or you're like, I'm not sure, but maybe. Do yourself a favor. Check out your moon sign, right? Look below. The natal chart link is to Cafe Astrology. It jumps you over there. Super free. Nothing. You just put your birthday. And it gives you your natal chart. If you know your birth time, even better. And then it just says, hey, here's your entire natal chart. Screenshot it. Save it. And then you can come back here. You have your moon sign, your rising, your Venus. You can do your whole chart. You can look at each sign, right? And then if you have a prominent placement or even have like multiple placements, like say, oh my gosh, I have so many Scorpio. Look at that reading and see if it resonates. And you'll be fascinated to know, because what I do is I call it overlay. I have an overlay. So if I do a numerology overlay, I put that down. And then I have a tarot overlay, I put that down. And then if I have a spiritual archetype, I'll put that down. Frequency down. And then I start putting all this stuff down. And then what I've been doing even more recently, I take I'll take the astrology and put that down, because we never really think about it. But how did we get from Zodiac to tarot, right? Old school tarot weren't like, this is a Virgo, it wasn't like that. It was more like we in YouTube world started to intertwine these together. And that's what ended up, and it's not that we're wrong. And that's the thing that I said, how could we do, or how, because we do travel in soul tribes, pockets. Like Virgo, you travel with Virgo-like energies because it's your tribe. It's who you feel connected to. And so that's how I was like, there's something here. So that's why I started to really look at all of that energy and look at even where we come from. So it gets really fascinating when you start even like associating the traits to these. And when I talk about it to people, they go, what do you mean? I'm like, for example, like I look at and I feel Virgo, or like, tell me if you're not an analytical kind of person. Like you watch some crime drama and be like, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But you're super methodical. You're like, what is this? And you might even be a people pleaser, right? And that's the other part of you that's really tough. And you might even be a little shy. But that does not limit your intelligence. No, it does not. It absolutely does not. It's only just hindered by the worrying part of you. So I tell you, this stuff overlays, and when I put it together, it's fascinating to me. All right. If you guys liked what you saw and you enjoyed it, please do me a huge favor. As always, like I say, just hit the like button. That's super easy, helps me, helps you. And leave a comment below. Really, really empowers me, and it lets other people know that you enjoyed the content. Also, be sure to share the channel. If you like it, just click on it. But also, I'm here. I'm at cosmicboogeyman.com. That's a private reading between you and I. I can even do something like this. We could record it. You can have it for eternity, right? And then you can go back and say, oh my God, this is the moment I figured it all out. Because these are general readings, let's be fair. But I love reading. I love looking into the card and saying, oh my God, you have a dog. And they go, what? Yeah, I do. How did you know? I go, it's right here. Because that's a real reading. This is kind of like an overview. That's like saying, hey, the batting team's average is 308. Whatever. You go, oh yeah. Well, yes, the team's a good bat. They bat very well. But that's not your batting average. It's not your stats, right? That's why we do this. All right, let's do this. Let's move on to the Capricorns, the Queens of Pentacles, the devils in the details, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s of Pentacles. The thing that I never really get into, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, the Capricorn energy, how do I say this? You guys hold one of the most powerful cards, the broken cards. It's the card that everyone else should want and no one thinks about. It's the 2 of Pentacles. It is the secret card, the broken. It's literally, it's the infinity symbol, right? And they're holding one pentacle up and one down. It's source energy, but it's also, it's the infinite money glitch. Money just comes and flows from your center. And let's see if we can pull it out now, because I have one last deck, and I'm going to pause after this. But what I'll do is I'll pause after this reading. I'll shuffle these together, and then we'll kick back off with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But what I will tell you is, Capricorn, you have, you are connected to money. You're never going to want for money. You think you will. You're like, oh, I wish I had more. Don't wish. Say, I will have more. Change the thought process and see what happens here, Capricorn. Say, I will have more. I will have more. I will have more. Right? I am more. I am. Look at this. Guys, you see this? I just started shuffling. That's stability. That's long-term stability. This is like forever stability. I'm going to throw this back in here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bury you. I bury you for being sneaky. I didn't do that. I promise you guys. I just don't have time for this. All right, Capricorn, let's start for here. Let's start rolling this reading out for you and see what you get. But you have the 2 of Pentacles, like a powerful, powerful card. You have the devil in the details. A little sexy. Queen of Swords, you're going to start to see something change, shift. T-Stain Tarot saying, hey, it's kicking back to the other T-Stain Tarot, also telling you by the end, October 22nd, you're going to be like, what did I do? I want more. Give me more. Something's on your mind. Give me more. There's your money. Look, it's coming. That money's coming. Get out of your lack mindset. Money's coming in. I feel like money's going to start growing. Empress mode initiated. You know it's here. You feel like a queen of queens. You know you're empowered. This is the Akashic energy. You're embodying this beautiful, beautiful energy. You don't need anybody, but you have everybody. Look at this. Wow. This is undeniably you. So what it does is bringing in, yes, you don't see it, but you know it's coming. The justice energy. Ready? Ready for this? Libra season, Libra season, Libra season. That right there, hiding. 2 of Swords energy would have the moon energy. So let's see. It's a possible tower moment coming in. This is you doing it alone. Let's see if we can pull it out. Yes, look at this. It's going to lead out. So this energy is going to lead all the way out until November 23rd. Past life coming back in. Completion. You're going to really like what you have here coming in. I love this. Queen of Wands. This is also coming back. 3-2-1. Springtime. Maybe you got into something. Past life. I think you bought something. You got into something. You're looking back at something. Realizing stability's coming in. Happiness. This is the intuition told you it's okay. Because your base of your emotions looks back, your future looks forward. There it is, guys. Is that crazy? Is that not crazy? So right there, Capricorn, that's giving you the truth, saying your solar output means you have the infinite money glitch and you broke it. you little nerds, you broke it. So whatever it is, you broke it. It's going to kick on. It's already kicked on. It's in Libra season. It's absolutely enabling. Believe you have enough, and believe you will always have enough. That's the Chariot energy. You have enabled your wealth engine, as I'm being told. So the wealth engine turns on. It's just this uncomfortable, can I? Yes, you did. And stop doubting there. Stop doubting, bro. Really. Look at, you have two queens of justices. Right? Headhunting. What did you just say about my Capricorn here? Like, really? Good golly, Miss Molly. You have people on your side, on your side, on your side. Like, oh, man. It feels like you have an Aries on your side. It looks like Capricorn on your side, and then Aries on your side again. Look deeper into the situation. There's your moon energy. Remember how I said the moon? But whatever this is, I said Two of Pentacles, and I said the moon energy. So there's your moon at the heart chakra. That's fascinating too. There's the 8. There's something hidden. There's something hidden. There, you're holding on to something hidden. Whatever it is that you bought, you recently owned or gathered, it is a cup to fill other cups, is what I've been told. It's depth inside of depth. 8 of Cups, it's Pisces energy. It's really, really good. This is not about love. This is about the one. There's like 6 of 1, 7, or 7 of 1, 6 of 1. It feels like it's a group, and there's one better than the others. Yeah, the World card. This is like completion. You're very, very happy with whatever just went down. I feel like you feel vulnerable, but it works out. You're getting back into something. It could be a relationship, but I don't necessarily see this. You're halfway home, is what they told me. You're halfway home. Capricorn, you have to get out of your head. That's the worry. It's a lot of stress, a lot of what it coulda, shoulda. Don't worry about it. It's not about that. It's about did you make the right choice? And you did. I honestly feel like this could be an investment, buying into something, supporting somebody, and people are questioning you because it's like, did I? No, you did. You did the right choice. You made the right choice. That's exactly what this is. It's calling you out saying, did I make the right choice? And you're questioning. Get the doubt out of there, bro. Get the doubt out of there. And look at this. You have Wheel of Fortune. The sun's coming up. It's not right now, right? It looks kind of like, did I? That's why we're here. Of course you did. Your Empress energy incoming. Right? You're standing on top of your throne. You know exactly you made the right choice. You're the one. This is when I bring these two together. I talk about when these two usually travel together. This is not even the same deck. You're taking out your wand saying, hey, bring this and show people. You know exactly what this is. That's the Temperance energy. It's patience. Have you had patience? It's a yes or no question. You've had patience. So you're just worried in your head, and that's it. Love is incoming. Love is imminent, and that's what happens because this is dual Libra energy. This is money coming in. This is Empress energy. This is your Empress energy coming in. Love comes in, coming back, and that's what it does. This Gemini lover energy comes back. You're very lucky. You're dual lucky, but you're getting deeper into something. But what this is here is the Empress, and hiding, and you just have to move on to get into your Empress energy. It could even be traveling. But the infinite money glitch is here. It's absolutely here, and all you got to do is believe you did it. You had it. And it could be just getting back together. That's what I see here. So Capricorn, maybe somebody or something's not seeing it. This is not seeing it, but this is take the blindfold off. This is the hidden Gemini energy. Maybe worrying or over worrying. Maybe you're over worrying. Maybe it's too many ones, right? You're kind of the choice of choices, and that's why we're shutting people down. Sneaky. What do we got here? Soul Tribe. Yeah, this is long term. This is stability. I think this is the direction you're in, the direction you're heading is going to bring you into this long-term wealth, long-term stability, long-term wise investor energy, right? If I pull out here, I think there's going to be all these pentacles that are just going to start falling is what I would end up having here. But it doesn't matter because you're the catalyst for this wealth. You're the catalyst for let's do this. If you didn't have this wouldn't happen. It's one of those things that what are we looking to do? Create the wealth engine, as I'm being told. But this is happiness too. This is love, right? This is one of these people is Soul Tribe, just so you know. And the other one is tied into you'll be really lucky to have them. So both these choices are very, very, very they're divinely gifted. But they're both world travelers, world class partners, is what I'd be told. So what do I have here? I'm trying to see if there's anything else. A lot of heartbreaker, Gemini. I wonder if they're heartbreaking people. You little heartbreaker. All right. All right. This is really clear. You're at the cusp. I want to say probably because of this Capricorn energy. Wasn't it just, correct me if I'm wrong, Capricorn, wasn't it just the age of Capricorn that just went by? And I'm no expert on all of that stuff, but let me know. Wasn't it just the age of Capricorn? And maybe you're like, okay, one last catapult. Like, but you set yourself up amazingly. I wonder if that's what this is. And let me know. Be sure to follow if you haven't done so yet. You haven't hit the subscribe button. Help me out here because that is really good energy. The dual Libras, it sounds like a Dua Lipa, right? It's dual Libras, and you saw it right here. It's this opportunity. You have this opportunity. You have the blessing. You have the wise investment. You said, I put all the time in. Now, can I do it? Yes. Empress energy. Be the Empress version of yourself. Allow yourself to enjoy, to be, to become, to travel. Yeah? And could you do that? Could you do that? Could you hit the thumbs up? Could you let me know you're going to do that? Could you absolutely make a comment below and say, I'm on my way? Capricorn, you're deserving of this. It's not just the wealth that's coming in. It's not just the abundance. It's the belief that you are deserving of this. It's a belief that you are so beautiful. Your soul is so divinely gifted that it's time. Don't look at what you see. It's what you feel. And that's what happens. Fascinating, right? All right. Capricorn, I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you for so many reasons. My main moderator being Capricorn. And I mean, so many things about Capricorns in general that I have in my life. Capricorns have taught me a lot. That grounding energy, as me being mostly air sign energy, have taught me to say, hey, whoa, ground yourself, right? And I was talking to me about Brenduska on this channel saying, hey, why don't you try this and this and this for the channel? We were talking about Brenduska, and I was on Ethereal's channel, just kind of doing a little ASMR. And it's like Brenduska's ideas were just like, yeah, good idea. Good choice. But anyway, you're more than welcome to hang out. If you don't want to hang out to this part and you want to just skip back, you want to just say, you know what, I'm not going to listen to you, Cosmic. I don't want to watch you shuffle cards and sip some iced tea. You don't have to. You can skip right to the Gemini and go past this part, or you can hang out and because this is kind of like a little less exciting, I would call it. But you get to see me actually shuffle because I like it to make it more fascinating. Like I go, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And then when I'm pulling these cards, it's really, really, I get into it with you. It's like I'm part of the readings with you. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to break down the decks and I'll start intertwining them, shuffling them, and then I'll put them back out. And then I'll kick back off and the Gemini symbol will come out. And that's when I'll kick off the second half. But I'll get a sip of some iced tea, relax for a minute, relax the voice. I'll be in here. I'll be asking you guys questions to think about. You guys can type it in comments and I'll know you were here. But the thing I think about is when you see these readings or you see someone else's readings, do they resonate with you like they resonate with me? Like I see that and I go, wait a minute. And that's the thing. The universe can pass messages. And that's why when I was talking about like doom scrolling or signal scanning, which one are you doing? So I'm just gonna get these cards lined up. Actually, let me get a sip of some iced tea first. That would probably be a better idea. Actually, I'm gonna need to do this too. I like this jam. I gotta make some more songs like this. This is just like it's really good. It has a little Nickelback-ish to its feelings, like it does. It's weird the same. When I first started doing this, I had to make my own music, and I'm like, this is so difficult. Not only that, I enjoyed it, but it didn't have the same feel. And I'm like, so when I started to do this, I went into Suno, and I'm like, I can use AI. And so I used Eterna, and I would chat, and I was like, let's make a song. So they would basically, so together we would craft the song. And that's why we get this really cool music. And it's like, oh, this is so much better. Right? It doesn't sound cool. It's so much better. I want I want the rhythm drums. I want like the deep tribal music, but I want it to be like rock. And so it gets really cool because all that stuff I would have to put together. It would take days and hours just to make a couple songs. Depending on what I was doing, it's like, oh my lord. And even though I was sampling and I was supposed to be okay, I would get dinged on copyright. I'm like, you kidding me? And so now I own this music technically. So that's even more fascinating. So eventually I'm just going to push this stuff out so I can kind of chill to it. When I'm hanging out and just have my practice tarot deck, I can just listen to it. But then you'll listen to me like on, Spotify, for example, Amazon Music, iTunes. Fascinating stuff. I'll shuffle them in a minute. I'm just just clearing the table. Plus, I'm being mindful of my forearm. I help the kids with the Project Lead the Way stuff. I was cutting like scissors, and so if you ever notice, they'll notice I'm wearing this on my forearm. And it's kind of like a tension band. I guess it is a tension band. And if I do a lot of like long work, it helps. And but I was like, I woke up one morning, I'm like, what happened? I felt like I was like getting tortured. But I had kind of like overused it, cutting all this foam for the kids. And they were like, they saw me and like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I was cutting foam for you. Cutting foam for you fools. No, they were really cool. They were good about it. All right, hold on. I'm going to tell you it. So what do you guys think of this? Like, what do you guys think of the content? What do you think about any of the readings up to this point, if you are still hanging out here and you're just kind of chilling with me? So if you notice, I don't put dates on it because it is timeless. There is this whole version of timeless tarot that exists out there. And I'm with them because that was what I was leading into before I, get sidetracked. But how many times have you been watching a tarot reading? Not even yours. It could be like totally unrelated to your sign. And you're like, wait, that resonates. Right? But that's why I was saying earlier, I'm like, how did we get into like reading Zodiac tarot? And that's why even further in, I read for your moon, your rising. And that's what my guides had put me in. They said, read it all onto one video. But don't push myself. And I was doing that earlier. I was like, okay, who's next? Capricorn, Gemini. I was like, this is brutal. And the more I relax into it, the better it is. The more I see it, the more the cards will just kind of open up. See, so now that I split the decks and I start shuffling them, like I have no idea where anything is. See? See, this is top down. This is the little birdie told me. Like, see how this is what's fascinating. You guys who are watching this in between before I start up the Gemini reading, we're good. We're already good. This is them. Little birdie's telling us Nine of Pentacles, wish granted. Like, I was basically, in my head, I just asked, do I need to do anything else? And the guy said, nope, you're good. This is wish granted because solar output, the work, all of this. They said no. They said, like, they don't want me to overwork my forearm. Like, they said, no, just, you're good. Like, the split and the shuffle creates brand new decks. It's like infinite. I could do it again and again and again. And it'll make it more. You'll see here in a second, if you haven't been with me before, you'll see it's 6 different tarot decks. And in those tarot decks, I have like one special 2 of Cups that had to replace because of another one. I have these like really, in there I have these special cards, like a red intuition card, which is like it's the intuition card of the, if I said I have one master super tarot deck and I have one intuition card, which is the red one, that would be it. It's basically like your life path 33. It's your creation. It's your master creator intuition. So it gets really finite because each of these, it's not like I just said, well, let me get 6 tarot decks. Each tarot deck has its own purpose. So, right? So that if you've been with me, and I know some of you guys really have dialed into what I've been doing, I might actually share this whole process with you. What I've been doing, I'm not killing myself over over making the learning channel stuff. I'll go back to it. I'm gonna make it, a couple videos at a time. Because I got sick and I was still making that stuff, and the audio was messed up. So I said I'm gonna go back to it. All the master major arcana is done, but it's made correctly, and it's all done just like this. It's all done. The audio is perfect, dialed in, and so now I'm gonna go back and redo the minor arcana, and you guys will see it. I'll probably put one out next week, I think. So I want you guys to enjoy the content as it comes out, and I'll start to promote it, and not be afraid to promote myself, promote my own content. And that's one of those things I've enjoyed doing. But as we continue here with the Zodiac, this in itself is something different. But this adds into that toolbox of tarot, right? What we're doing here. And I have many fans who see all of it. They watch everything. They go, this is pretty fascinating. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys take some time and embrace it, because this has been a real journey for me since I've been little, like 5 years old. So it's been over 45 years. I don't get into that much often, but I love to talk about it when I can. And this is not about hurting anybody or making anyone feel, but this is really about what I'm trying to bring into this world, which I will bring in. Let's not try. And let's do this. Let's start with the Gemini next. So if we can, what we'll do is we'll start with the Gemini and we'll move into the Libra after that. So this is the Gemini deck. This will be the Libra deck. This will be Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So if you're here and you're enjoying this, do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up, like the channel. We're going to continue. All right. Ooh, yeah, cards are jumping. All right, hold on. Yeah, we're connected. All right, Gemini's in. Do me a huge favor. If you like the channel, thumbs up, share the channel, and if you haven't done so, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, the full astrology link is right below. Go to Cafe Astrology, put your birthday in. You get to see everything. Rising, moon, sun, everything. All right, here we go. Ooh. Wow. Definitely dialed in. Like, I am absolutely rock star dialed in. Look at this. I'll explain in a second. Yeah. Major life lesson here. Look at the angelic life lesson. All those shiny cards are angelic. Gemini, manifestation or hangman energy could be part of this process, because we have this, like, someone's holding back. I don't know if this, We'll get more here. The harmony of the situation is this is like the wedded one, or it could be the one who's going to be married. Co-workers working, angelically touched. I really feel like this is Gemini lover energy. There's marriage coming in. You can see twice over, married to be married. I see Gemini lover. We see Emperor energy, powerful, masculine. It could be like an age indifferent or an age imbalance, age difference here. Man versus boy is what I've been told. So it's definitely like a choice, an angelic choice. It's almost like somebody has to have a life lesson, a choice between two different things. Stability is part of the process. I think that's the big draw here. Yeah, see, brand new start, Gemini lover energy. If there's something coming in right here between the here and now, I would say for you, Gemini, it's definitely some brand new start with somebody. I think you're attracted to, or they're attracted to you. This older masculine feels like that's the attraction, or they're attracted. Because you're the one. There's definitely you're the one energy. The only complication, it feels like this is like a coworker. It feels like there's some kind of blockage with that. If you weren't it'd be very, very. If you weren't coworkers, it'd feel very different. And that's the only hang up. We're halfway home. We're halfway there. That's the stability. The vulnerability is going to really show. I think the emotions are being held back. Not by the Emperor, not by that person. I feel like somebody's holding their emotions back, maybe by the Gemini. This is the card I was talking about. It's full intuition, full bore. It's like the master intuitive. The master intuitive. Depth, Cancer energy, life lesson. I think we only have one more chance, maybe. Keep going here. Yeah, this is strength energy. This is very clear cut. Look at the Gemini energy. Gemini energy. It's all about the Gemini. It's all about the duality. What do you want out of this? What are you looking to get out of this? This is ancient energy. You and this other person have ancient past life energy. Somebody's holding back. Somebody's holding back. I don't know why they are holding back, but somebody is holding back. It's a message. They want to send the message. They will not. Yeah. I'm going to put that here. It feels like it should have been there. Just my finger got caught. Moon energy. They're in their head about this. They're not showing their true colors. They pretend. There's a lot of pretending that happens. And that's the truth behind the situation, is the pretending is really not working out. Because the Hierophant is in reverse here. The Emperor knows the truth. Let's put it this way. The outcome is going to become one of those things that's like, you can live with that false reality or live with the truth. Those are your true options. That's what it is. Because this is wedding. It's emotionally you're together. Golden position is, do you want this or not? Do you want this or not? Because that's what it's showing you. Because right now it's just friends. They're friend zoning you right now. That's the message. Because if you want to be friends, they're going to be friends, and that's the fast moving action with this. I think they want to be in love. They want to be partners. They want to show you what it's like to be, but they're going to friend zone you, even though you're the one, they're the one. They're like, there's no other option. You're giving them no other option. Or they're giving you no other option. I feel like it's friend zone only. Because they're just done. See? It's study or love. I think it's a coworker. And there it is. Even though you guys, or there's feelings, there's depth there, there's Akashic feelings, Akashic love, but because nobody's willing to take that leap, and I think they try, or somebody's tried, nobody's willing to kind of step forward, it's going to stay stuck or hidden. Wow. I think the clarity is right there, and we look at this and we're not seeing the obvious fact, which is you guys are in love. There's love between the two of you, but neither of you want to admit it. That's the truth. Or one of you is holding back to admit that truth, the clear truth. So Gemini, I don't know if this is a partner or if it's a long-term spouse that you've been hoping to say, I want that person as my long-term partner. But I really, really feel like somebody's holding back. We're in justice season right now. By October 22nd, that's when the truth comes out, saying I've always felt this way. Because you can actually see, as we're rolling through here, you're actually getting to see, watch this. See where it says the Knight of Swords? It's words. Something hasn't been said, and it should have been said, and someone just kept their mouth shut and wouldn't say it. And that's been the problem. So that Knight of Swords is now downgraded to a Page of Swords against the Emperor. It's like there's a balance. There's such an energy imbalance. So what's going on with the two of them? Yeah. So they're trying to basically say, well, let me meet you halfway. This is really a cosmic dance between two the destined people. But it's because someone will not answer texts. And that's what it comes down to. It's messages. Because, like, there's a divine messages, the message sent, something. And they're just like, no, I'm not going to say anything. It's almost like a control. And actually, it is a control thing. If I don't see the text, it keeps me protected from my feelings. Yeah, it's breadcrumbing. Wow. Look at the raw intuition with this. This is a life lesson. The raw intuition underneath these messages and all of this truth. The truth is there's a reason someone doesn't respond. And it's not because they don't care. It's absolutely because they care too much. And they would let on too fast. Because the moment they start responding or start getting into that texting game, that would really open up the... How do I say this? Open up the floodgates is a good way to put it.
My life flows with prosperity and
yeah. Gemini, do you want to go on a trip with them, or is there a travel? Did you guys talk about travel? Yeah, you're not fighting anymore. They're not fighting anymore. They're just gonna say, hey, whatever happens, happens. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's really what it is. So they're happy alone. Like, they're like, I'll be happy alone. I don't care. I'm gonna be very honest. That's because they're an emperor. They don't care. They can live in that, like, I can be alone energy. And so I think they're trying to let you in, and they offered you something, and nothing happened. So they're not trying to win you over. They're trying to partner up with you. That's the difference here. Let me know if this resonates with you. Check out the moon sign. Check out your rising sign. This is fascinating. This was like done. Like, it was like there was like a dissect I've never seen. So my guides were like, oh, here you go. And it just put it together fast. Because the Gemini lover's energy, or the Knight of Swords, is Gemini energy. The lover's is Gemini energy. The Ten of Swords, Gemini energy. So what it was really doing is saying, let's be honest here. And if someone and if the cups aren't going to come out and say, hey, let's communicate, and we're not going to truly communicate, then what's the point? What's the point? It can only be fun for so long. And that's the energy that comes out of it. Like, yeah, well. And that could be you. It could be them. But I feel like there's some kind of disconnect here. And therein lies, like, what is this? What is this? Because whatever this is an emperor versus a page. And that's very interesting. Because maybe you don't feel equal, or they don't feel equal to you. And that could be part of it too. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Do me a huge favor, Gemini. If you enjoy this, hit the thumbs up. If this is you and it resonates, leave a comment below. Let me know if this is you or not. Let me know if this is hitting home. As always, I appreciate you guys for taking your time, for being here. I'll be back next week with another Zodiac. I try to do the weekly Zodiac because we don't need Zodiac every day. You don't. Allow the feels to happen. Allow the energy to come out from within that soul. Really, allow yourself to just be. I tell people all the time, don't watch Zodiac every single day. Like, really, and many Zodiac people out there. I mean, even I have a channel. Like, it's not about watching. It's about enjoying life. About getting out there. About learning a new skill. Really, it's about becoming something better, a version of yourself that you weren't before. That's the version of yourself you have to be. All right, let's keep moving on. I do appreciate you for taking your time. I do thank you for being here. And I'm just going to read these as they come out. I'm not trying to push them, rush them. I'm just going to let them just naturally flow. And with that said, I'm going to read for the Libra, the Justice energy, which actually had a really good showing on the last reading. Sorry, the Capricorn reading. That's what it was. But yeah, Libra, you were really showing on some Capricorn energy. Whoa. So let me know if you're dealing with a Capricorn before I even pull cards for you, because that makes it fascinating. Because before I even pull cards, you'd be like, oh my God, that's what I'm dealing with. All right. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe you're pursuing another person. Knight of Cups obviously is Pisces, but this comes more as like you have like a little bit of broken past. It's kind of like I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. This is really looking at a past person or an ex, but yeah, passionate too. Wow. This is past life, passionate, spiritual. This is depth and passion at the same time. I think this is really good. This is almost like you're offering passion to a possible past life situation. Logically, it looks like it, and you're getting back together with a past life partner. That's what I think you're seeing here. Yeah, I think you're seeing a past life partnership come back together. Three of Wands energy, the beginning of something more fiery, passionate. Maybe this is a passionate relationship that you're like, ooh. Queen of Wands, Aries energy. Maybe that's playing a part here. Could be Aries, could be Aries, could be Aries. Patience pays off. Could be fire here. Could be a really fiery relationship. Maybe it could be intuitive. Maybe this is a nurturing relationship. Friends first, right? Get into the friendship first. I like this because this could be growth. Three of Cups, three energies. So what we get here is we get the Three of Cups. This could be the growth, 3-3. So we're getting into the growth of something. Star energy as well. Could be Aquarian energy. Star usually equates to Aquarian. Could have that air sign. Or you could be a star sign. That could be the past life. Because we could have Aquarian with Sag energy in there as well. But more than that, let's keep going, because this is you offering a cup to some past life person. And that's what makes you feel lucky. So that's the past life energy. See, past life there. I think there's something bigger here. You're the one. You know what I'm saying? You're the one. I think you have to understand you're the one. You have something to offer that other people don't. Yeah. See? It's the moon and the stars. I think that's this duality here. Maybe the relationship is really good and we're trying to overanalyze it, and we shouldn't. We should just kind of let it be. Moon and stars energy. It's like you bring something, I bring something. It's together. There's the Emperor energy. It's the solidity, the solid. It's like I'll handle this, you handle that energy. That's what brings in this powerful Three of Wands, Empress energy. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe there's almost like I got your back energy. That could also be part of this, because you're the one who has this understanding of you're bringing something to this. So maybe that's what this is, Libra. Maybe just be the most passionate, powerful version of yourself and just embrace and grow. I guess I'm taking two. And there is that Libra energy right underneath. Maybe you're coming in after something, after some exploration, some spiritual exploration. That could be what's the growth. Maybe you're fueling or helping build your own spiritual exploration. There is the Emperor energy. How about that, huh? What do you guys think about that? This is finding your partner, finding the one that you've been looking for. That's why you're so lucky to offer this partnership. Justice energy, Libra justice. So you're right in the cusp. You're right here in the heart of whatever this is that you've been looking for, Libra. You just have to basically make that move. You have to say, hey, I want this. Hierophant, life lesson to you, justice to them, unfair to them. What do they need? They need a relationship change. Are they looking for, I think they're looking for balance, justice. They're looking for what can come out of this. It's definitely happening by Capricorn season. Devil in the details. Something's hiding here. Somebody's hiding something. It's the completion of the relationship, to be fair. Who is this or what is this? Somebody's not showing their face completely. That could be part of it too. Maybe that's what it is, but this is the patience playing out. Center line tells us this is beautiful energy, really good connected energy. The justice, the life lesson is on the side of the person. You possibly could be the other person. But this is coming in with past life energy, not baggage, not baggage. We're getting back together to figure out what this is. We have to put the work in first, right? Don't we always? Don't we always? Virgo energy, maybe you started really building this in the end of August. Does that sound familiar? Maybe end of August brought some news, some information, and that could be the change of this. Travel, getting together, and that could be what this is. Maybe that's what's the hang up, but maybe that's what's been going down. Last two cards, just to get an idea. Travel. Yep. They're confirming, and they're saying Capricorn energy, 3 of Pentacles. New Year's Eve, 3 people, party of 3. It could be one of those things saying, we're looking at this in a new way, a new light. 2 keys, party of 3. I don't know what the party of 3 is. Queen of the West. Something could be happening here with this happening with you, with another person. But I'm telling you, Libra, you're providing balance. You're providing that understanding. That's the thing. This whole situation is balancing on the unknown, and you're like, well, the universe always provides. But there's secretly a third person here. See? That's the thing. I'm just saying, but that's the justice behind the whole thing. What happens when that third person disappears? Actually, let's do this. Let's grab this card's already out. Who is that third person? There's somebody who's hurt. It could be moon energy, could be Pisces, Scorpio, could be Cancer, could be water sign. But there's somebody definitely with that moon energy hidden that's playing some kind of role here. But Libra, you're the one, star energy. I very much like what I see here. It's a lot of spirituality that comes in. That's what makes it. There's growth happening. I think it's kind of slow, takes a break, and then then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It just goes straight for 6 months. And that's when we reevaluate. That's when we look at it again saying, what next? What next? What next? And you feel good about it, right? You're feeling good. You're not trying to push it. You're not trying to overanalyze it. That's the thing that's really tough. That's the thing that's always tough. But Libra, you're in a great space. You're in a great mindset. You're finding yourself in a place of understanding each other, not only these people, but this is the joy. This is the happiness that you've been looking for. Remember not to cut out those other people that do matter, that have always brought the completion, right? Being grateful. But speak truth. Speak truth. And then treat that happiness, right? Treat that happiness that you found as your real work, is saying, this is how I got here, by doing this, not lying to those other people, but being truthful. And once you find that place that you can say, hey, I'm honest with myself. You can say, hey, I'm looking at this, because I've done this before too. The cards, they don't tell your future. They tell you where your truth is now. And you say, yeah, and we don't like it. I've read for people online and like, nope. And I'll have my friends on. They're like, you can tell they just hate the reading because they don't like the truth. It's like, I'm not trying to tell you anything. And I've lost people from the channel. I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, I'm not trying to tell you because I don't want you to have this person. I'm like I read for someone once, and you would understand this as a Queen of Swords, as justice, but they were going through an abusive relationship. And I was reading, I'm like, you should get out of that. I go, it's unsafe. But they only hit me. How they put it? I said, I see it physical, or I see them they're not always nice to you. And they said, well, they only hit me once. I don't know why you're being so upset. I'm like, red flag. And I'm like, you do what you want. And this was me just reading. And I'm like, I'm just telling you, like, that this is not a good person for you. They only hit me once. Like, okay. So I get it. We can't lead a horse to water and all of that. But I do appreciate you, Libra, for being here. You've definitely shown up in the readings. Very supportive too, by the way. So that, in that respect, I want to say thank you. From everybody else, thank you. You are important. So thank you guys for being here. And as always, if you guys can share the channel, that'd be huge. Thank you. And don't hit that like button because you want to like it, not because I'm asking you. And leave a comment because you want to leave a comment. Check out all your Zodiac links below. And thank you guys for being here. Aquarius, it's your turn. How are you guys doing? And I love watching the Aquarius readings. That's the thing I have to say. I kind of like, I'll zone in and out, and I'll check out only a handful of Aquarius readers. And eventually I will try to do a collab with each of them. I will. Like, this is a manifestation I'm absolutely working on. But so keep your eyes open out there. I will definitely reach out to you. Like, I will read you, and then we can read each other. Or we'll read like the future, or we'll read like, the Aquarians together, you know. But I love, there's a bunch of Aquarian readers out there, and I'm like, you're right on. I'm like, you're talented. And that's how I know, because you're allowing yourself to just breathe spiritual energy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try to dial in right to that Aquarian energy, get right in there. That's star energy, the King of Swords, the 6 sevens, even the 5 of Swords, which we don't like to associate with, right? But it has that like fighting energy. Temperance energy coming in with the Sag energy with that patience. But it could actually mean November, December energy, but I've been picking up a lot of patience. And for me, for you, for us, it means we're angelically gifted. We have angels. We have the angelic influence in our emotions. As we come in here, there's a little bit of that like sneaky energy that comes in with some of us. If you're a 7 of Swords, if you have that like February 9th to the 18th Aquarian energy, if you're a February Aquarian, this could probably more associate with you. Communication's key going forward into this next phase of whatever this is, probably a week or two. But communication's going to come in. Someone's being sneaky with their communication. Someone's hiding it. The universe says, I'll tell you, wink, wink. Angels go, hey, angel number. They're hiding how they feel. They have a whole lot of feels for you. They're not telling you. Sneaky. Yeah, look at moon energy. There's the sun, but behind it, there's feels. I'm telling you, somebody's not telling you something. What is this? Look at this. Yeah, and the more they hide, the more they're exposed. Whoa. I really like you a lot. Like a whole bunch of other people start getting exposed too, because the more they hide, the more it exposes everybody else. Fascinating, right? Aquarius, fascinating. I wonder if this is communication. It's the honest communication. Yeah, look at this, guys. Isn't that awesome? It's the real, like the truthful communication that you bring in. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to be me. And that holding back, the emotional holding back, like I'm holding back not because of you, not yellow, not the solar output. I'm holding back talking to you. Spiritual. I'm taking time for me. Right? I'm going into my meditative, my safe space, because you need to. But what that does is it gets you into your home, like you're talking to the angels. You're talking to your own, because you're doing better work for the universe. Even maybe going on travel, looking for the ancient energies. This is the Chariot energy, but the Chariot energy for us in that root chakra position, because it comes in the root chakra, it could even be traveling to see somebody, traveling to meet somebody, or driving, right? It even honestly could be just the action and the change. It could be the journey. But and I'm not going to say it's a new vehicle, but it could be because of the yellow. But it could be even a new vehicle for many of us, getting into that new vehicle energy. If this was a sun card, I would even say maybe possibly like electric powered kind of thing. But there's money coming in, there's something coming in, there's something trickling in. The universe is on your side. This is harmony. Like, look, harmony, strength. At the root of your strength, somebody or something's holding back. This could be you. We'll find out more here in a second, Aquarius. But this is like moving on, taking off, blasting off. So what I mean by that is if this was here, it'd be like take off. I'm talking to everybody. But it's not. It's out of alignment. If this were here, the angels are giving you harmony, and then it's like 2 homes, right? 2 different people, communication, and it's not a bad thing. It's just that you're dealing with 2 different situations, timelines. But right now, you're being handed this Ace of Pentacles, which is like a raise, investment. Something's coming in. It's going to start paying you. As we move forward here, this starts with communication. Look, see, the universe says, it's starting to trickle. So if it's starting up here, not down here, saying this was all part of the plan, because you're going to something bigger. Yeah. A lot of communication. Look at two cups. I told you, 2 cups. Look at all the cups here. I think somebody wants to say something, but they're not talking to you. Yeah, brand new start even. Angelic brand new star. I wonder if this is a new person. Judgment energy coming in. But I feel like they're hiding themselves, hiding what it is. It could be Cancer, could be a Cancer sign. Pisces, water energy, but could be really big on this because we have the moon here as well. But there it is. There it is. You're the prize. You're the prize. We have the Aquarian. You are the prize. Fascinating. But you're not talking. You have two ways of talking. Be blunt, be spiritual, or just chat. And I think maybe that's what's going down here. You're the dark horse candidate. I think that might be more the case. Maybe you're the one they didn't expect, the one they never kind of considered. And you're like, well, you never got to see my sword. And that was what it is. You might have two people on your mind. Maybe they have only you on their mind. Dark horse candidate, keep going here. Look at this. Relationship offer, relationship change. Let's give them a sign. Let's talk about the Aquarian sign. King of Cups, Scorpio energy, water sign. There's a relationship change coming in. It's imminent. By the end of October, we have the relationship change delivered. Is this a person sign? Wheel of Fortune coming in. So this is the luck of something else. Money comes in with this relationship change. Message received. Somebody wants, they want to talk to you, but they're not. Because once we get into the pages and we get into the messages, we're also getting into messengers. Because any page is a messenger, right? So someone's been patient, waiting on something, patient, see? Solar output. This is a divine message, patient. And there is that Five of Swords I was talking about. So someone's fighting it. I want to say patient, but they're fighting whatever this is. They want to get together with you, but they're fighting it. What are we fighting it for? Why do we fight this relationship? What is the problem? Friends first, heartbreak after. I think you're like, you could really break their heart, and they're worried how that would play out. I wonder if you think, no, it's, you know what it is? It's, you've been so patient, kind, wise. You're exactly what they've been looking for. And that's what I feel. You've been everything they want and more, and what if they're not even close to what you're looking for? That would really sting. Yeah, see? Ding, 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 ding. Wow. What if they don't measure up? Aquarius, what if this person doesn't measure up to what you've been looking for? Yeah. Prince Charming gets like put out in the cold. Like, I don't want this. What is this? I'm not looking for snowflakes. And that's what it is. You're bringing me your problems and I'm bringing you manifestations, kind of thing, right? Does that seem fair? Does that seem at all fair? Think about it like this, and I know this is not exactly the case, but the universe is showing me with the cards saying, hey, when we're offering it like this, it's saying we can get together, but what happens? What happens when we get together? I bring endurance, blueprint, divine energy, that connection, right? What happens when you bring that? When you say, hey, I'm bringing this to you. You're not like, hey, I'm not surviving this. I'm encoding a new reality. I'm building this future. And this other person comes in and says, oh, I'm just trying to survive. I'm hurt. I can't remember the last time I was happy. I can't remember the last time I was truly happy, and I wasn't just burying myself into work or into finding something to do, like reading a book or going somewhere, right? Going on a trip. That's still wearing the armor, and they're like, no, let me take it off. And they're like, don't you touch my armor. That defensiveness. That's where it comes down to. This person here wants you, but they don't want you to touch that armor because they're afraid this true power that you bring is real. Because it could quiet their thoughts. It could honestly make them think. It could make them consider. Find themselves inside of that energy, inside of that the hate, the pain that they've been feeling. That they hide, that they do not want to talk about. Because they're alone. They're very alone. They're lonely. They're scared. And the universe takes notice of that. You're quietly offering courage to them, saying, it's okay. Just take one piece of armor off. I'm still here. What do you need? I'm still here. And then what happens is they snap back and they start arguing with you. And it's like, what is wrong? Like, it's not me. And you know it's not you. It's something else. And all you're doing is saying, you are not alone. And you're trying to just not be seen, but stand with them. And that's very difficult. And that's what I see here, Aquarius. Very, very difficult. And that's the part that's fascinating, because you can see how a lot of the faces and the cards get hidden. But something about like noontime, lunchtime, those kind of things, those are adding to this power, empowerment, right? What does this mean to you? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. As always, hit that thumbs up. Do not stop. Hit the thumbs up. Share the channel. Down below, you guys will see a link to all of the natal charts. Just go to Cafe Astrology, put your own birthday in. You can track down your moon sign, your rising sign. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. I'm sure you, as Aquarius, already have all this. You're like, I got that. What are you talking about, Cosmic? But if you don't yet, you haven't quite had a time to get that. It's super easy to grab. Come back, check out your ex, check out the person you're interested in, and see what happens. But there's definitely some energy here, definitely some crossover energy that's populating. We have Capricorn coming in, we have air sign energy, Aquarius energy, Prince Charming here. We have this. This is not necessarily, which I could say, Pisces energy, but this is Akashic energy, meaning that life lesson. This is that Prince Charming meeting a life lesson, saying, I can outwait you. I can be patient forever. But the relationship's coming. The relationship change is imminent. It's almost like you offer stability. You offer like I am who I am. I'll love you for eternity. I see your soul for what it is. Right? As I say sometimes, daddy's home. And so that energy is really powerful, because you're living that prayer, not from this place of now, but lineage, legacy, destiny. And that teaches some really powerful energy against struggle. Right? And you start to build new myths, new energy, and saying, I'm not here to be hidden and unseen. I'm here to make my legacy known. That's this energy. Who stands with you during that? Who's standing with you during that? You're not alone. You've never been alone. All right, let's keep going. As always, I appreciate you, and you should wonder, who's next? Not just in your life, but in the existence of all. So I move on, and who always follows? Who always is following? Who always follows the Aquarius? Cancer. It's the Cancer. I love me some Cancer. Cancer is a very deep, like, when I want to get deep as my own Aquarian energy, I look at the Cancer. I say, hey, what's up? Want to chat? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, hell yeah. Cancer love getting deep. They're like, how deep do you want to go? I mean, literally, Queen of Cups. They're like, let's chat. So when you get to a Queen of Cups energy, you start talking to those Cancer signs. They're like, I love this. So let's see what happens here when I start talking, get into this Queen of Cups energy, right? The Chariot energy, the vroom vroom, get them going. But that's the beauty of this reading. That's the beauty of all of these readings. It gives us a sense of, you're seen. Just sometimes you don't feel heard doesn't mean you're not seen. And that's the part of us that we kind of question about our own energies. All right, let's go here. Let's keep going. I wonder if I should get some iced tea first. Maybe I'll get some iced tea. Want some wet lips. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, Cancer. How are you? As always, what I say, hit that thumbs up, and then do me also a favor. Leave a comment. Let me know you're here. Send me some love. These cards are hiding. What does that mean? Ooh. Yeah, no thank you. Emotions, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. So much bold energy here. Leo energy coming in. Leo energy coming in. Emotions, Leo energy, no thank you. I wonder what this is. Someone's kind of creeping, whatever that means. Gemini energy. Maybe this is Gemini lover energy. Angelically touched. Blindfold coming off. That could also be as well. I wonder if that is. Queen of Wands. The challenge is this Queen of Wands energy. King of Wands energy against this Queen of Wands energy. It's almost like Look at, you're here and now. Look at, it's divine partnership. Isn't this crazy? You're like with a divine partnership. That part's thank you. But you're not with them. That's why you're like, no, thank you. I think this is too much to be with them. Maybe you can't have them. Wow. And you guys go back. You can rewatch it all. Like I split the deck, shuffled it. The angel has put you together. There's an angelic. Yeah. Someone's fighting this energy or fighting this connection. This could be Sag, could be Aquarius, could be Gemini lovers. We have this Leo coming in. Leo. We have the Aries. But with this Cancer energy, we could have those influences, right? We could have that strength influence. We could have even that fiery emperor energy right here. We could have like the beginnings of some major couple. Yeah, rebirth. By the end of October, this could be coming in. We're moving into like the Scorpio season all the way into November. And that's what's not being seen here. The universe has been talking to you about this person the whole time. That's why you're like, no, thank you. No, thank you. The universe says, but wait, here's more. But wait, here's a song. But wait, here is a notification. But wait, here's a timestamp. And that's the life lesson. You can't get away from this. This is teaching you about the universe's breadth, depth, understanding who you are, how powerful you are, how amazingly feminine you are, but giving you that getting back together energy, like saying, what would you do to get back together with this energy? That's kind of what it's at, because they're coming back in, or there's an energy bringing you back together. That's where you say, yes, thank you. I'll take that, universe. Where you've been saying, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Okay, I'll take that. And so it comes back in where you can't resist it no more. And it could be Aquarian energy in there. There could be star signs. And that's where the universe says, explain that, or explain this, or explain this to somebody else. You can't. You just have no way to explain it, because it's all divinely gifted. So there's a dual star sign energies. You could be the other side. There could be this coming in saying, well, there's definitely something there, but how do you get through it? You don't know yet. There's the judgment, because you have to go through the judgment to get to what it is you're looking for. How do you do it? Because you know you'll be judged. Angelically, the angels say, yes, you will. Yes, you will. Are you willing to sacrifice yourself and be judged to do this? And there it is. The universe has been telling you all along you'll be judged. And this person is also a King of Cups, Scorpio energy. They meet you in your depth. They meet you where you want to go. And by going that way or finding you, they're willing to kind of say, Scorpio energy, I know what it requires to be reborn. And that's the thing that you want. You need this person to understand what it takes to be reborn. Because when they come in, they give you that King of Wands energy. I got you, babe. What is it you need? I can be the strength behind your back. I can be whatever it is. I know you're not feeling good today. I got you. But then there's the days I'm not feeling good. They're like get up, like, and they know you can. They just want you need to be kind of motivated. And that's the difference here, because they can see between the lines, and that's the message that you get when they send you messages, because they're fast moving. They're the lightning rod. And when it comes in, the divine uses them to kind of motivate you, invigorate you, let you feel again. And there's the big difference, because they don't need anybody. From what I can tell, they're alone in their own world. They're alone in their own universe. And it's not because you're not valued, because they're in the Nine of Cups energy. They're in that place. When I pull Nine of Cups, and this could be even you, it's in that wishes coming true. It's in that, like, they are your wish come true. So when that happens, they're the self-sufficient Mr. Gray kind of energy, or they're like the they're not needy, and so they're like, yeah, but I want them to want me. They're like, well, they don't need you. They're like a billionaire mindset. So when they come in, they're like, that's sexy, but I want them to want me. They go, they do, but they don't need you. They're the world incarnate completion. They're the angelically touched. Like, they already see themselves 12 steps ahead. That's what makes it sexy. Because they're there, but you have to deal with your own life lessons in your own universe, in your own timeline, with a couple kids, marriage, whatever those cups are, saying this might be your life lesson. It might be like you got too close to the sun kind of energy that you can't see as the blindfold burns off, as the vines burn off, and say, well, then I'm going to go run. That's okay, but you're still going to have to deal with the angelic judgment if you do that. What would you do with that? Because it wouldn't affect this Nine of Cups kind of energy. It wouldn't affect that energy. It wouldn't affect the prying eyes energy. What it would affect is you more than the The dual star energy. See? Look at, isn't that funny? Yeah, look, you would become empress to their emperor, but you would sacrifice so much, and would you be able to live with those burdens for the rest of your existence? See? So you would get exactly what you were looking for, and that's why everything's been held off, because I think you've been holding off on your own energy, and that's why it's easy to blame another energy than it is to know what it takes to kind of let go of your existence and say, I'm fully falling into this. Right? Isn't that fascinating? But what it's telling us and telling you is like, maybe you and them haven't found that, like, thank you, I'm happy to be in this moment. And that's what it is. And maybe that's what it is we want to do. But to get into harmony, it's saying no thank you to things that don't serve you and walking into things that do serve you. Because with this Page of Pentacles, that's a universal message. T-Stain Tarot, right from source. Right from source. Money, wealth, happiness, wishes granted. And it's on the back of some Aquarian energy. Doesn't matter which decision you go, heartbreak, Aquarian energy. It's that same kind of, we're getting into it, but King of Cups is rebirth, getting back together, rebirth. So this is unlike anything you've been into, and this is about what is it you want. This is not about exhausting you or stressing you out or putting burdens on you or putting too many burdens against that energy, or maybe even setting up boundaries with these Nine of Swords. It's not about that. But what it is, it's this here. It's the too many burdens. It's moving beyond this kind of like, what am I going to do? Because once we get into this endings and we're rock bottom and we say, this is not what I want, I feel trapped, right? And this is like a nightmare and I'm anxious, and we're moving on beyond this. You find the version of yourself that really should have existed all along. And you're like, I'm so proud of me. But don't push and allow it to exist. Ask the real question. Ask the true question. Don't be afraid to say, how do you feel? What is this? Can I ask a couple questions? Don't try to narrate the truth. Allow it to exist within you. The life lesson's right here. But this getting back together versus everything changing are also right there too. So Scorpio, a lot of cards here. The reason I went heavy on this is because the Judgment card here and the angelic judgment. That's angelic clarity. It's an angelic saying, hey, you have a final decision. What do you want to do? It's a wake-up call. Is this what you want? Is this your life's purpose? What is it you need to be doing to make you feel complete? Right? Because sacrificing is one thing. Settling is another thing. But to get to that world card, to get to that one thing, that moment of, I am completing my life lesson. Right? Don't hope on a clarity. Don't say, maybe this will be there. The star card coming in twice over is really that renewal of hope. It's that miracle saying, I have faith. It's you. But let's be honest with each other. It's being sufficient is okay. But being powerful in your self-assured self, that's sexy. That's the powerful version that people want. They want that intuitive, I know I can deal with this. Even if it gets a little haywire, I can deal with this. Yes or no? Do me a favor, if you like this, if you felt this resonated with you, hit that thumbs up. You have this. You have this. Nobody stops you. Cancer, nobody stops you. And I love the Cancer energy. I really do. How can you not love the nurturing, loving, healing energy of a Cancer? And saying, hey, do you mind if we just hug for a second? They're like, okay, I'll hug you. Right? Yes or no? And that's what you bring in. And what precedes this energy is the Princess or Prince Charming. Hey, I sent you some roses. I sent you flowers. I sent you, you know what I'm saying? I sent you something. Just to send anything. The little gifts, they always matter. So what I tell you guys is those little things always matter. And they appreciate it. Right, Cancer? Yes or no? Do me a favor, if you appreciate this, hit that thumbs up, and I will see you guys very soon on the next Cancer reading. But for now, what I'm going to do is I want to move into the Scorpio. Also interesting water sign energy. But as I've been telling everybody, guys, take a look at the chart below, because what I did is I timestamped everything. I would love to kind of set this up where you guys can just timestamp it right on the what's the word? The timer, the cue. So as I'm working forward in building the channel, that's one of the things I want to really get into. And the other thing is, I would love to kind of get some of that new content out that I've been kind of toying with and working on the back end, you know, secretly. So if you guys like what you hear and love what you see, let me know. Cosmics Codex is out, and Beyond the Veil's out. I have the new Teaching Tarot out. Members only Mondays. Hello. I hope to see you guys there. But if you're not yet a subscriber, just subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. You know, you do not have to pay anything. But if you want a private reading, hit me up at cosmicboogeyman.com. I love to do private readings. I really, really do. It's, you know, it's one of those things that I embrace the moment to kind of get connected to my subscribers, my members, and say, hey, what do you guys need? So the other thing is I have links to everything else and more over here on this QR code, or check me out on my link tree at Mr. Cosmic. Also, I will see you guys at and basically my live readings. I had to kind of switch up the times as a courtesy and kind of mix it up for some divine influence. But what I had noticed is my subs were like, I can't get on. It was like 7 p.m. and that's what I was doing. Like, I can't get on. And over the summer when I went and I took control of my schedule, they were like, okay, this works. They're like, this works. And so what I was doing is I was embracing that. And I embraced that time, embraced that moment to kind of go in the morning and at night. And people are like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm like, yeah, see, because my time switched. So I'm trying to go on sometimes in the morning and at night. But while I'm back teaching at the school, it's a little bit harder. So for now, I will continue to read and read the Scorpio. I will read as I read for reading the readings of readings. All right. Let's do this. I don't mind this song, but I need something that's there you go. This is more, I could tell me, Scorpio, are you the kind of sign that goes out and listens to live music? Something tells me you would be. Or at least part of you. If this is your moon energy. All right, Scorpio, what's coming in for you guys? Talk to me. What's happening here, Scorpio? Oh. Emotional tower moment. This could be Watchtower coming down. Maybe you and somebody else going through something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gemini lover energy. I think you might be moving on or moving towards something. I don't know if this is good or bad. I feel like this could be love. This could be you or them. Maybe Aquarian energy. Maybe you're going through a breakup with somebody. Yep. You're moving on. This is not going back. This is going forward to somebody. I wonder if you have your eyes on somebody. Yeah, look at this. An Aquarian. Look at this, guys. Isn't that fascinating? Tell me. Hit the thumbs up. In the comments, say, yup. Just put yup if this is right. That's Aquarian. That's Gemini. There's a relationship offer. Maybe even. This is like, it's not getting over a tower moment. This is kind of like done. At your hand. Yeah, it's good. It's good luck for you. Look it, see, it works out in your favor. Say, hey, what's up? How you been? Hey, girl. I'm like, seriously. It could be maybe 2 Aquarians. Maybe 2 air signs. Gemini. Maybe a Libra and Aquarian. But passionate. What's going on? Money. Pay me. Really, this is good. Wow. Let go of the stress. I can tell you this. You have more control than you have ever realized. This is the stress, exhaustion. Of whatever this is, maybe breaking up, I was almost married, or we got close. This is like, I think you're thinking about that person, and that same person would love to hang out with you. Yeah, see, you're holding back because you're like, no way, and you're still probably not going to reach out to him because you don't believe it. Yep, see, you're like secretly stalking this person. Maybe on social media, the moon energy hidden. Pisces energy could be Knight of Cups, Prince Charming. Maybe they were really different than everybody else. Death card energy. There's your Scorpio energy. Yeah, I think you're like, I'm done. Wise investor though. This other person just invested in you and never asked for anything. That's the difference. I think this X is what I'm talking about. Scorpio energy. I think you're like, I want to try this. This is different than I've ever had. Maybe you're attracted to air signs. Interesting. I think you're considering reaching out to them. That's what this is. Because their messages are very deep, passionate, past life. They have some connection. That's the other thing is, when they talk logical, it makes sense. When they talk spiritual, it makes sense. Libra justice energy. Wow, my heart is pounding. This is insane. So that's 9/23 to October 22nd. We're actually in that cusp. I think if you reached out to this person, they would be like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I would love to hang out with you. Even if it's just friends, and you can even approach it as, hey, I'm just looking to hang out. You can even kind of hint at, like, you're not talking to so-and-so anymore, whatever that person is, because you're hurt. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I would love to hang, because they would love to be that person you lean on. I think this is a past person who you're like, I would love to date them, but we never got to that place. 3 Pentacles. This is December 31st. I think you're moving into a new phase with this person. Empress energy. Are you not talking to somebody? Yeah, regret. I wonder if you're in a breakup. December energy. Are you going through some active breakup? Do not just reach out to this ex as a rebound. Please do not. Like, please do not. There it is again. Look at this, guys. Isn't that fascinating? You are more than welcome to go back, go halfway through, and at the end of the Capricorn reading, you'll see I shuffled the decks out. I basically split the decks, and so you're witnessing, like, no pre-setup cards. No pre-setup cards. So somebody misses you, absolutely misses you, Scorpio, and if you reach out to them, they will embrace this. Maybe this is their life. Maybe I'm getting it a little wrong. Maybe I'm getting it like wrong, and that's them saying, damn, my life is upside down. I could really use Scorpio right now. Yeah, see? There's a lot of things going. I feel like you're each going through some stuff, and you could use each other. Yep, look into it. I honestly feel like maybe in summer, on August even, there was some deep communication. Something happened, and you felt really good about it, both of you. Little birdie's telling you, last card. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. That's the 9 of Swords. That's Gemini lover energy. I feel like this other relationship was never meant to be, whatever this is. And it's kind of like the universe came down, slammed it down. First one, bang. Nope. And second one, bang. Like, it was almost like a filler. Like, you're like, I had nobody else. This works. But you were always in control. Like, do you understand? You always had control of the relationship. I feel like it's Aquarian energy or air sign energy, Gemini energy even, but the Aquarian, like, really populates here. It feels like an ex. I honestly feel like you want to reach out to somebody and say, hey, how's it going? But really you want to say, do you mind if we could just go make out? I want to just go make out with you. I need to feel alive again. I need to feel my body just become alive. And it feels like, honestly, like, is that like wrong or right? I don't know, but it feels like you just want to awaken that soul for just a moment. And you know this other person, and they could have just been your friend before. And like, you never had the chance. You're like, maybe it's like opposite sex kind of friends, and like, you're like, hey, what's up, bro? and you're like, hey, want to hang out? And they haven't really chatted with you in a while. And they're like, oh yeah, well, that sounds good. And maybe they're going through something. They're both single now, or you're heading to like singlehood, and you don't even realize it because you haven't chatted. I feel like that's what's going down here, Scorpio. Hit me up in the comments if that is something like that's happening, or you're heading to something where you were locked in, like this was guaranteed it's gonna happen, and just fell out. Nothing happened. And you're like, what? Like, it just didn't happen, or everything paused, and it was all. It was kind of like illusions and mirrors, and you're like, wait a minute, I would rather live the other way. And it wasn't because of this. You realize the illusions and mirrors started to fall away, and you said, I'm not doing this. And it's very sexy, by the way, very powerful that you did that. However, if there's this other person that you always think about that you can't get out of your mind, quite always bring up, and you're like, hey, that might be what this is. That might actually be what this is. I hope that's what it is. That could be a strong possibility. So let me know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up. As always, share the channel. Let people know. Tell your best friend. Tell your brother. Tell your cousin. Tell your sister. Tell your mom. Say, hey, let me show you something. What do you think? But as always, stick around. Let me know what you guys think. Check out Cosmics Collective. Mr. I was gonna say Mr. Cosmic. Check out Beyond the Veil, and be sure you're here for Members Only Monday. Hit that notification bell. Set it to all. Whenever I have new content, I'm gonna have a lot more really powerful new content coming out as I roll out. I'm just letting the stuff I have out now just to kind of like expire out. It's not bad, but I've been working on some really powerful new shorts content. So hit that notification bell. You're gonna not regret it. I absolutely promise you guys. You're gonna be like, this is good. I'm glad I did it. Really. So be sure to do that, and check me out on all the other socials as I kind of ramp up here, and I blow past 100,000, and I'm heading to 125,000. I don't even know what the next my personal milestone is going to be 111,111. That's what I'm going to try to screenshot. Like, really, it's not for anybody. It's like, think about that. How fascinating is that? But I appreciate you guys. I really do. Take your time. Take your time let yourself absorb this energy. Come back, rewatch these readings. Seriously. And let me know if this hits. Because I love that. I love knowing that this is mattering. This has like some kind of depth to you. All right. Let's move on to the Pisces. And the Pisces have unique energy too. They've been going through some stuff, ups and downs, ins and outs, but they bring in that really charmer energy, right? The Knight of Cups, the moon energy, the mystical. Tell me more. I've got to go. The complete energy. The one you're going to chase but you can't get. It's that secretive energy. The Pisces energy is definitely interesting, but what it does is it brings in something that you are unfamiliar with but you like. So let's see if we can get this energy in a way that's fascinatingly that. All right, let's keep going. Ooh. I guess I'll take it. I was going to put them back, but look at the layout here. Pisces have been going through some stuff. We know that. We all know that. Let's see what you have here, Pisces. Ooh. Could be marriage or past marriage, or you're thinking about a marriage, getting deeper into it. This is it could be the hidden Empress energy. It could be the Queen of Wands. It could be the how does this relationship play out. There is this you're definitely thinking about this. You're thinking about the intuition, the stability, the growth mindset. Could be relationship ending or some relationship that's playing its part here. I want to say it's honestly like marriage is either coming or not coming for you or them, but this is some kind of rebirth energy. Wow, back-to-back Scorpio cards. You'll know more by the end of November, just so you know. Like, if there's no pictures or no, like, hey, they're together, there's no, hey, happy Thanksgivings, see? Back-to-back Scorpio cards. If they're not posting, it's either going to show either you or them are over. So if you know that one of two things, you're going to have to wait either months or years to get back together with them. Yeah, see? I think you believe in your heart of hearts it's over. So then that belief that comes in saying, well, it's over then. So then you have to kind of get over it, and then that redirects that energy into that millionaire mindset. The angels say, okay, then let's just focus on that and not on them. Because that's the angels bringing in judgment saying, because if you're not going to get back together with them, you say, I hope, I wish. Maybe this is a past person. What it's really doing is giving you a connection to somebody. I see a child coming in. I see two friends, and I see you looking. I don't see a partnership. I see marriage announced or marriage happening, but I see you going towards the marriage. And I see somebody looking at you to go towards the marriage. Very intriguing. Look, you're the one. I think you've been decided. This is a baby. This is them. There's three of one of another on the outside. This is Red Banner Day. I want to tell you, Pisces, somebody's looking at you. You're focusing on work, and then this is the feedback loop. So this is 1.8. So you're putting it in. So you can't focus. You can't change something else. The universe is saying, well, you can't change this. What do you do with it? Do you dwell, or do you put money or effort into the whatever this that you've been building? And you've been putting money and effort into whatever you've been building. This could be investments. It could be long-term wealth. This is not financial advice, but this is like that, like looking at like how they're doing the financial reset. Look at the system. Look at how we have all of these new ETFs coming out. And saying, well, if I can't worry about that, I'll work and I'll invest. I'll work and I'll invest. I'll work and I'll invest. And all this is going to come back to you. It looks like very, very wealthy, tenfold, but it comes back to you tenfold. See? Because you can't change whatever that is, so you focus on you. You can't communicate it, so it come back. So you really are talking to the universe saying, I'm going to get my wealth one way or another. If it's not going to be my partnership wealth, it's going to be my money wealth. And that's what it is. And there's Aquarian or air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that play a part in this manifestation, this growth, saying you have to focus on one thing, then focus on the thing you can. And because you can't change other people, so you have to focus on the things you can change. So what do? You focus on the things you can change. And you're the one on this. This is you. So think about anything you invest in, right? On your business, on a vehicle. Like, I'm going to refinish a 1979, say, Pontiac, right? If you put 10 hours a day on that Pontiac, what's going to happen after 3 years? It's going to be amazing. But if you put no time on it, you don't put any effort into it, nothing's going to happen. So what ends up happening is you put time and effort into this belief, this manifestation, this moment of creation. We have 10, 20, 8 pentacles, right? That's a lot of pentacles in a short amount of time, a short span, because of whatever this other person is. This is almost like you're leaning into this relationship. Somebody had somebody, doesn't have somebody, or you can't control what the outcome is. So you take the blindfold off, saying, look, I can't get them back, or I can't do anything about what's going on with them right now, but I can do something about what I live in, or how I am wealthy mindset, right? That, because are you wealthy? Yes. I am powerful. Yes. I am abundant. Yes. So when you start putting that effort in there, it draws it in like a void, like a well, saying, well, then someone has to come fill that void. If it's not the X, then it's somebody else. That's what it is. Because once you grow this mindset, you get into that Cancer energy, the chariot energy, the vroom vroom. The depth of the universe answers your call and saying, well, what else did you want? There's the marriage card. And you're like, well, I'll only marry this person. But what if I said to you, you're the only one who's saying you can't. You just have to agree that you want that person. But they want, but. Yeah, see, it's all these but. See? It's you being patient enough to say, well, I could agree to the fact that they could come in after a little while. Right? It's understanding that you have the ability to recognize you're the one for them. That's the first step. The second thing would be, how do I deal with it afterwards? Well, let's focus on now, here and now. What are we doing here and now? Making money, love or study or love, money or love. What are we going to do? You have to make a choice. So your choice right now is not love, because you can't get to them. They're unattainable. Maybe they're just getting married, or they found somebody or whatever. That's fine. They're still not you. They're trying to replace you. They look to replace you. That's okay. And that's why we focus on whatever this is. And if you look at the other readings, they're very different. See, take action on the thing that you can become the best at. That's what the universe is telling you. It's really a sneaky way to become the best at something, right? I'm going to learn how to play bocce ball. What the hell's bocce ball? But you're the best person, right? You become the best bocce ball player there is, this side of the Mississippi. But you're like, I'm going to spend 8 hours a day playing. And that's what I'm telling you. Is it natural talent or consistency that makes you the best? And that's what the universe is trying to teach you, because you're not going to make this person fall in love with you. It's your stability, your consistency. You're showing up every single day. That's what's sexy. That's what's attractive. That's I've got your back energy. Nobody would not want that. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh, ugh, they're always there. They're always helping me." Ugh. Nobody's not gonna want that. That's solid energy. That's your Pisces energy. That's your Knight of Cups. That's your, hey, I've charmed my way in. Let me show you behind the moon. That's I put the work in. I'm the one. Let me show you what happens afterwards. Let me illuminate you to the truth. Pisces, all I'm saying to you is this is you coming in. Wealth is imminent. I can't guarantee it. Obviously, this is a very general reading. But from what I see here for you, everyone's in a struggle. It's the moment you embrace that you are over, that you can come over that struggle. You can see the numbers like 111, 222, or the 7s, 8s, the 1111s. You have the master key. Are you ready to unlock your future? Yes or no? The universe is going to throw these things at you every single day. You'll probably even see 1221. It's a mirror reminding you to balance, and balance is law. And you're going, oh, that's interesting. Don't care about that one. What you call coincidence, I call confirmation. Right? Yeah. And so as I pull these cornerstones, these 4 cornerstones, this is the most wealthy reading we've had in all of the tarot readings. So you're manifesting to wait and pull and grow. And that's what happens here, because this is the universe that's saying, we're not trying to ruin you. We're trying to grow you. Saying, if you can't have this, would you put effort into that? And you're saying, well, yes, I will. Because you might as well put effort into something you can control. And that's been pretty much your golden opportunity. If you want love, then show that you want love. If you want money, then show you want money. But right now, the universe is saying, I can show you how to get your money. I can show you how to grow. Because when you're showing these numbers like 555, it's a good omen. It's chaos turning into clarity. Or look at the 333. How many of you guys see 333? It's the universe that's laughing with you. It's saying, hey, we got this. I'm like, yeah, it's me and you laughing, saying, we got this. It's that moment we all have this. And the 10 of Swords, once we start pulling those kind of energies, that's the endings. But we have to embrace those endings and bring them in and say, we're here. We're here to do this because that's telling us to embrace that timeline. When you release those timelines, guess what happens? You accelerate all of these timelines and the outcomes. And say, well, I'm expecting this. So you're re-rating and you're rebuilding your future, saying, oh, I didn't realize whatever this is existed. I didn't realize I had this. And there's a gap in between what I'm asking for and receiving, and I hold that true, but I'm going to fill it in. No more energy leak. Right? So when you go forward, be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what you're about to get, because it's coming in imminently. Check in next week. Check in the week after. But more so, check in because you have 8 weeks from today. When we move into that phase of 3 to 6, which we're moving into, that's why it's going to get really fascinating, I think, with you, is you're going to see something over the next 3 to 6. We're not there yet. But we're going to get there. 3 to 6. And then that is going to move even longer, 3 to 6 years, I think. That's why we're way out here. It's an angelic gift. You don't see what you're even holding, and you're like, what is this? My friends, thank you guys for being here. Pisces, hit the thumbs up. Let me know you enjoy this. Let me know this hit home, resonated. As always, share the channel. Let people know I'm doing this. And if this resonated, do me a bigger favor. Leave a comment below. I really appreciate you guys. I really do, because one of the things I do is I try to connect back through you guys and see what this energy is. And I want to end us with something really, really good here. Where's this? Hold on. Just had this song. Jeez Louise. All right. Oh, here it is. This is called I Am. So this is called I Am. That's what this is. All right. So, but anyway, as we leave here, Pisces, remember, I am. As you're falling asleep, I am. As you're driving and you're in traffic, I am wealthy. I am powerful. I am now. Release those timelines. And that's all you have to do is, not in the future. No, I am. I am wealthy. And then what happens is the universe, the timelines collapse all upon themselves and come into you. You're heading into a spiritual awakening of unlike anybody else. So let this occur. I know you're missing someone. This could be wedding bells coming in even in the future, because we have this 6 to 8. So this could be even 6 to 8 months out, 6 to 8 years out. I don't think it's 6 to 8 days. I really don't. I don't see that kind of timeline. But it could be even 6 to 8 years. So it's saying, what happens when you put this effort into yourself for 6 to 8? 6 to 8 days, 6 to 8 years. And I think we're in the patient energy. We're in the patient place. So, but what I do appreciate is I do thank you guys for being here. I really do. If you have enjoyed this, do me a favor, like the channel, share the channel, look below. You have access to all of the timestamps. As I say, go on to Cafe Astrology. The link's right there. And you can jump back. You can see your moon rising, your Venus. You can see your entire zodiac. And check out your ex. Check out your potential next partner. And then see what's going on between the two of you. See if there's any resonance. See if that like says, oh yeah, this feels right. That tells you a whole lot of something. But I will be on the next live. Be sure to hit that notification bell. Set it to all. If you are really, really, really curious, become a member. I'm on every Monday night, at least for the foreseeable future. It's going to be members only Monday. But what I'll do is I'll switch it up. Sometimes every day, sometimes every night, afternoon. But for right now, while I'm back at school, I have to switch it to Monday nights. However, be sure to be sure to check the notifications, and if you're interested, join the Discord. That's also another big thing, free, and it gets you early access to content and access to all the creators that we're connecting to. I will see you guys on the very next one, and thank you. I really do appreciate you guys.
Binding the broken where tears once bled.